Sorry, guys. Just give me a couple more minutes. Finishing up my dinner right here. What's up, everybody? Yo, what the hell? Why is this all red? What the Jeez Louise. I don't know. What up? What up?
You're trying to match with me? Get a little background going on? A little background color?
I have I'm using this ring light, this new one.
Yeah.
It's my wife's. Well, you can actually change the color, but the problem is I'm not the one that's changing the color right now. What are you doing? Yo, we're having technical difficulties up in here.
Of course, you had to wear the Sharks hat. They finally won one.
Hey, we celebrating tonight.
Hey, I guess
Celebrating with a 1-10-1 freaking record right now. Let's go, baby. The San Jose Sharks are no longer winless. We finally have a win, guys, and we beat the Philadelphia Flyers of all teams.
I am definitely not hating on that.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Sorry, guys, for the delay. Man, I was rushing back here, man, from work. Super traffic. So, it was tough. And then I had to eat my dinner. I had to scarf it down so I can make it the live, but I'm a couple minutes late. Sorry, I do apologize, guys. But I'm here. We're here. This is episode 90, and we are counting down these episodes, man. After this, we got 10 more episodes to go until the final finale of this whole live stream here, man.
Episode number TJ Watt.
TJ Watt, yeah. So, obviously, guys, for those of you who are wondering, I do these lives every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Different topics every week. Last week, it was an open live. So, I try to do open lives at least once a month to kind of get like any questions, any topics out there in the open for people who want me or us to talk about something specific. So this week, I had I brought this topic up. I thought of this because I thought it'd be really creative to kind of discuss this. And this is just a range of how I feel about it. It doesn't have to be about a specific thing per se. I mean, it can be if you're referring to it that way, but this is a very general term. So episode 90, guys, is titled Bad Habits. So I was going to name it Breaking the Habit, like Linkin Park, but then I was like, well, some of us still have bad habits, so it's not always going to be that way. But we all have it, whether it be doing something that you are trying to cut back or just not do anymore, to doing something that is not good for you, whether it be financially, physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever the case is. This is a general bad habit conversation. This has nothing to do with a jersey specifically. This has nothing to do with sports specifically, but it can. And it's not limited to that, to just that is. But I want to know your guys' bad habits, because I was thinking a lot about this lately, and I catch myself doing things that I keep telling myself I'm gonna not do, which is a bad habit, obviously. But I kind of want to open the floor first and ask you guys. Let's start off with you, Uncle Lou. What
Oh
a
man.
bad habit is for you, or
Oh man,
bad habit.
before I start making a statement about my bad habits, shout out to King Leonidas and Mighty Fan. I was actually watching a video
Yes.
earlier tonight
Hmm.
on the NFL Throwback channel on YouTube regarding the history of the NFL jersey. They kind of skim anything pre Nike, pre 2012 a little bit. It was more like a means to an end to speak about the current Nike, the LE51. They kind of skip the Vapor Untouchable. They go straight to the Fuse template. Um, but they talk about the fans, the fan side of things, and who pops up on my screen, man? King Leonidas and Mighty Fan popping up on there. I was like, oh wait, I gotta pause this video and you know get some evidence on here. So shout out to them, shout out to the NFL Throwback channel for actually throwing us a bone, man. We don't get that from many leagues, you know what I mean? Like when it comes
No
to
doubt.
the Jersey fans, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shout out to them. But when it comes to bad habits, man, Jesus, where do I start? um, I think it's mostly that I could be I don't have OCD per se, but I think I have OCD type tendencies. Like I tend to like do a lot of like repetition things. Sometimes that sometimes that delays me even though going to work. Not to the extent of some people. I know that affects other people's lives to the extent where they can't keep a job or they can't keep like uh, any like parties or anything like that. They're always a person that's late. They're known as the reputation of being a late person going into you know going into parties or whatever because of those rituals, so to speak. And I
Right.
had kind of like that, but that sometimes that FOMO, I guess, is another bad habit of mine. Like I try to stay as disciplined when it comes to my collecting as I can, but then I start seeing videos or reviews, either sneakers, action figures, jerseys. I'm like, do I really need that now? And it's that fear of missing out. That's another terrible habit. I've been kicking for a couple of years now. So it's that stuff. That's just that's basically the tip of the iceberg for me when it comes to bad habits. I know there's a lot more in a personal standpoint, but that's the top two that top come off the top of my head. So how about you?
What is the and not to put your business out there, and you don't have to answer this, but when was your most recent bad habit, and
Oh.
what was it for?
Um, Basically, the one time I couldn't afford to buy a shoe on release day that I actually won a raffle on recently. I
Mm,
usually have enough money to buy the shoe on release day when I win the raffle because that's a requirement as an employee to buy it on release day. You can't hold on to them. And yeah, what up?
What
Uh,
up?
so the
no,
one
baby,
time I don't do
you
that,
can't say nothing to me no more. Let's go, baby.
I end up paying for it because I held on to it for about a week. I thought I was gonna get it by when I got paid this weekend.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, our thing is if we're holding on to something and it pops up as an online order, you're out of luck. It's going to that customer. And unfortunately, I lost out a pair of cherries. So that's if I can't afford it, don't buy it. That's basically my policy. And the one time I hang on to it for a little bit longer because I couldn't afford it with this last paycheck. Now I have to pay the late tax if I ever decide to get a pair of cherries. I guess uh, I'm not meant to get 12s because I had the same issue. I think it was last year when the playoffs came out. My
Oh,
accident was
really?
a week before. My car accident was a week before the 12s came out last year. So I guess I'm destined not to get J 12 or Jordan 12s at all.
Did they sell out in your area? Like, do they have them at all available?
Men's are gone. They're gone. Grade school's the
No?
different thing because grade school, if you look at the quality of the grade school sneaker, you could tell where the budget went from Jordan brand. The budget went on the men's shoe.
Yeah.
Grade school has a lot of issues with glue,
Mhm.
like glue marks and glue. A lot of glue around the red parts between like the plastic and the rubber part of the shoe. We have
My bad.
a customer that won the raffle for the grade school pair literally inspect the shoe and go, nope, never mind, and not purchase it. So that's why we still have a decent amount of. Ben's were gone day of. So, and it wasn't like it wasn't a little bit of shoes. It was like a decent amount compared to like, let's say the playoff 8, we only got like one case. This was like 3 cases worth, and they were all gone.
Well, so just to kind of switch gears, like in terms of jerseys, do you have any bad habits with those, or like hats or anything?
Yeah. Again, trying to live within my means. I should, I try. I still search eBay, even though I can't, really don't have the money to look for jerseys right now. I still search eBay. That same thing with, dude. I'm in this kick to look for starter jackets all of a sudden, like vintage starter jackets. I guess Homage has a crossover with the starter that they did the starter pullovers again.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden, I find myself going on eBay looking at starter Giants jackets, starter Rangers jackets. And it's like, you don't need a jacket, Lou. Stop.
It's so funny. It's funny you say this because I actually just picked up a starter jacket.
What when it comes to starter jackets, what's your mental image of a starter jacket? Is it the button down?
For me,
or is it the old school freaking winter pullover?
It's like the anorak, the one with, like, they have like the Sharks one, and I think they made 2 colors. They made the teal and the black version, and then it has like the Sharks on the little kangaroo pocket.
Oh, that's the pullover jacket.
The pullover, yeah. So when I think of starter, that's the first thing that comes to mind for me. Mine was a streetwear collab with starter, and this came out a couple of years ago, but it sold out instantly, and I was like, man, I really want to find that jacket. So I found somebody who had it in my size on eBay, and I swapped information with the guy. I guess the guy was a professional skater, and he knew the person that created that brand. Yeah, so the brand
he actually linked up with Paul Rodriguez or some shit like that.
Yeah, so this guy, not to put his business out there, but like it sounded like he wanted, he was letting me know, because he used to be he was a former professional skater, and I don't know why he quit. I didn't really talk to him like that, but he had this piece, the starter jacket that was brand new with tags, and he had a hard time letting it go because he knew the person who created the brand, who
sentimental value to him, basically.
Right. But I told him, I was like, yo, this is going to a good home. Like, I'm not going to resell this. Like, I don't plan on this. I wanted it. And, like, I looked him up because he was like, look me up on YouTube. And sure enough, there's like montage footage of him with the fish lens, when you skateboard, and he's doing all these like tricks, grinding and skating and shredding. And he's from the city, I think. So from San Francisco. So that was also pretty cool. But going back to what I was saying about the whole starter jackets, like when I hear about it, like I think of the windbreaker, the pullover. Yeah. That's the first that comes to mind that I think of when I think of starter.
Pullover and the satin, because being a Yankees fan, the satin jackets became a thing in the late.
I'll go grab it. I'll show you guys.
Oh, that'd be freaking awesome. But yeah, that's what I think of when I think of starter, right? Is that what you think of, like the pullover?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the big kangaroo pocket on the front. Yeah, definitely.
And it's ironic because I ended up getting a pullover starter to like maybe my 3rd starter jacket. The first one was not exactly satin, but it was a button-down Giants one that my dad got me when he worked at Burlington. That's actually kind of hard to get nowadays.
Yeah.
I think I watched one on eBay. It's like $200 down.
Oh, shit.
Then I was given the choice when I got I'm like, you want a new Giants jacket? All right, let's go to the store and get one. And I was given the choice of pullover or zip down. And people forget that these jackets were sideline jackets for the NFL.
Yeah.
Like players wore these. They had the NFL logo on the sleeve. That meant it was sideline. And I chose the zip down because I'm like, it's easy to take on and off. You know what I mean? I was thinking of a convenience. Even at a young age, I was thinking of convenience. So, and then finally, we got a Notre Dame pullover. I think by the time I worked at the store that we sold, and I ended up getting.
Oh, this is the jacket I got.
Oh, that is sweet.
That's fire, bro.
I don't know if you guys know Huff. If you've heard of Huff, Huff is a streetwear brand.
Mm-hmm.
The Huff SBs are on my list right now.
Huh?
The Huff SBs are on my list right now. The San Francisco and the New Yorks.
Nice.
Oh, damn.
So shout outs,
Damn.
rest in peace to Keith Huffnagel, the creator of Huff. He passed away.
That
So
looks like early '90s design though too. That's an early '90s version of the pullover, like
It's, uh,
style wise.
it's
Like,
I mean
yeah.
this jacket came out a couple years ago, so it was
Yeah.
a recent collab that Starter did. I mean, it's literally like it's a starter jacket.
Yeah.
But the inspiration like of the color blocking, like even like the striping on the sleeves, is all straight up like
Yeah,
90
so
to 92 era like starter pullovers, because they did different iterations of the pullover all the way to the end.
and here's the
So
still
that's
brand new.
that's straight up. Even
When
that's
you gonna when you gonna throw that on, bro? When are you gonna throw that on?
When it
Yeah.
gets super cold out here, probably in a couple of weeks.
I was gonna say, isn't 50 degrees super cold for you, you babies?
No.
It's like
Yeah.
38 over here right now, and I'm chilling in a fucking champion hoodie, bro. Let's fucking go.
It's 40 degrees right now outside where I'm at, so, and that's warm.
See, that's when Rez and all the California boys break out their parkas and stuff when it's 40
that's when they
degrees.
start- yeah, they
Well,
start bringing-
yeah,
that's the time to bring that starter jacket out, right
Yeah,
there.
when it's 40, I'll bring it out. But anything above 40, 45, I'm not gonna be wearing anything like that.
For me, that's hockey jersey weather right now. 40 degrees, hockey jersey and a long sleeve underneath.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
and a beanie, but jacket not yet. Not I guess like freezing, like 32 and under. That's
Right.
when the jacket comes out. So
Yeah, Nostalgia Boy, like Huff, like I said, they started off as doing shoes and then kind of expanded into this big cultural streetwear.
kind of similar to like Supreme and Bape and all that.
Yeah, it's interesting because Keith, like I think he's in New York and then he went to San Francisco, or vice versa. I don't remember entirely, but yeah, he was well loved here in the city, and they even had like a flagship out here. But then
Damn.
obviously, that's why when they did the tie dyes, they did the San Francisco and the New York. Obviously homage
And
to
I
both.
think on the back of the San Francisco one it says Keith Forever. Instead of like on the Nike where it normally says Nike, it says Keith Forever on the back in the Giants font. They're fucking beautiful.
Right. I actually still have my original tie-dye Huffs, the high
That's
tops,
crazy.
and I need to wear those. I know they're separating, but they're still wearable. So,
Hey man, that's nothing. That's nice, nice
A
glue.
little bit of little barge to cement, you'll be good to go, bro.
bar cement.
Look at any Rejuvenator. Whatchamacallit, video when it comes to like fixing up shoes. They actually use the barge cement, man. They use that to re-glue outsoles.
Yeah, so I mean, that it's interesting that I show that because it kind of ties in going into bad habits because like I was not looking for that jacket. I mean, like obviously, like I wanted the jacket when it first came out, but it was like one of those things where it's like, okay, it's gone, move on. And of course, every now and then, a bad habit of mine is going online when I should be spending money and going on eBay or Poshmark or Mercari, and I start searching things up. And little enough, I typed in starter jacket, and that jacket popped up, and I was like, shit, that's exactly what I was looking for.
All right, so I got to hop off in a couple minutes, and this is going to tie into it. I have a bad habit of similar to you. I went on Instagram, and a local skate shop posted that they had some shoes that like I could pull out real quick, and I had no intention of buying them, but I saw it, and I was like, all right, I'm on my way to work. It's on the way. Fuck it, I'll grab them. And I did, and just give me 1 second.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
I'm telling you, man,
it's dude. Going on these sites, man, it's like the worst bad habit as a collector that we could have. You know what I mean? Going on Mercari, Poshmark, eBay, even Facebook Marketplace, the worst habit because you're looking. You're not buying anything. The intention is not to buy anything. It's just curiosity, and then boom, before you know it, you have something you didn't even intend to buy.
All right, so this is my bad habit for today. Weed SPs.
Wow.
I went with the chocolate on these ones.
Wow.
No. Yeah, so I was on my way to work. I was on the train, and the local skate shop was like, "Hey, first come, first serve. We have them in 5.5 through 13." I'm like, "I'm a 13. Let me go there," and I did, and I ended up walking out with these, and yeah, that was a bad habit. That's what I do all the time with that shit. I'll see something, I'll be like, "Oh, it's available. Fuck it, let me grab it."
Impulse buys.
Exactly. Impulse buys are going to be the death of me.
But was that something you were looking for, like in the beginning?
It was because when they dropped on sneakers, I was like, all right, I'm gonna grab them, and then I missed them, and then like it popped up. I'm like, all right, well that's perfect because I wanted them, and then I was like, oh, I shouldn't. Nah, fuck it, I should, and then I did, and yeah, I do that all the time, especially with shoes.
I don't blame
you. Usually I'll pay resale. I actually got these for retail, which I'm happy about. But
that's the thing for me too. Like the shoes are probably the worst for me. Well, not so much now. Like I think I've kind of gotten over that, where I'll buy a shoe, and I with the intention of wearing it, and I do wear it. The issue that comes with that is that I don't wear them enough. You know what I mean? Like I'll wear them, I'll put them on, and then I won't wear them for like God knows how long. Like
you'll get your B-roll, and then fucking be like, all right, I'm all set with these for now.
Yeah, back to the box. That's a bad habit.
I don't have that luxury anymore.
Yeah, and then also with the jerseys too, is like buying a jersey, getting the jersey, and then throwing it in the closet, and then going back on eBay or Poshmark or whatever, and then looking again. That's a huge bad habit. And for me, also, what's a bad habit is creating a list. Because for the sake of the list, or for the sake of completing that list, you have all this shit that you want to buy.
That's my boss.
Hey,
what up?
He's not very talkative.
He doesn't mind you like talking.
He doesn't have much choice in the matter, really. He's probably gonna be like, "What the fuck" later. Nope, he doesn't get it.
Wow. You just at work, man. That's.
I told you, man. Fucking like I hate my job. Fucking this shit's boring as fuck right now.
That's a bad habit.
That is a bad habit.
Very bad habit. You got to come to work.
That is a horrible habit. You have to work in something that you love, and I do not right now.
It's a double-edged sword because I love sneakers, and working at a sneaker store is not what it's all cracked up to be.
So when it comes to like your bad habits, like what is the biggest one that like always like the most reoccurring, like that you feel comfortable sharing? Obviously,
no, strictly it's buying jerseys that I don't particularly want or need. I just see it, I'm like, oh, that's a great price, and like I'll buy it, and then I'll be like, I don't want this. Why did I buy this?
So did you buy it because of the price, or did you buy it?
Oh yeah, like, strictly because of the price. I'll be like, oh, that's a fantastic price. I'm gonna grab that.
Okay. What's an example of one that you bought? Like where you just
that Gaylord Perry Texas Rangers one I bought.
You didn't want that? I thought you said you wanted that.
No. I convinced myself I wanted it, but at first I was just like, whatever. And then I was like, oh shit, it's there. It's a great price. Fuck it. Now I want it. I'm grabbing it.
Wow. Nostalgia Boy says that's how I wound up getting the 76, 77, 76ers warm-up jacket. Javon posted on his IG story, and I said I could find it in my size. He replies, "This dude, I got some stuff from it right now." I'm telling you, bro. That's how it works. And he bought it. Boom.
I gotta hop off real quick. I gotta hop off for a little while. I'm about to clock out of work. I'll try and hop back on when I get home. All right.
All right, bro.
Good, man. See you soon, bro.
Safe travels.
Thank you.
GTC, what's good? Eating unhealthy, really delicious food. Ooh. I think that's something that we all struggle with in some way, shape, or form, or some capacity. I have a guilty pleasure of ordering breakfast burritos on Fridays. And my job has some really good breakfast because we have a cafe, and every Friday I always treat myself. I end up getting a bacon breakfast burrito with a side of tater tots, and I have avocado on the side with salsa. Oh my gosh!
See, but you're treating yourself, man. That's not exactly a bad habit. Maybe it's not totally 100% healthy.
I mean, do I need it every Friday though? I mean, that's not really.
Listen, Speaking of food bad habits, I have many food bad habits, but I think my worst one is actually I don't drink alcohol. I drink occasionally. I think at one point I actually went almost 8 years without drinking alcohol. I was basically straight edge for a long time. And, even before that, I wasn't like a big drinker, but being diabetic doesn't help. So, but that segues into what I currently, my biggest bad habit is drinking zero sugar Pepsi. That is bad. Like,
Zero Pepsi Zero.
yeah, I
That's
drink
bad?
that. I drink that just as much as I drink water, dude. That's
Oh, man.
that's bad. That's pretty bad.
Which at least you're drinking the zero.
Yeah, it's to the point. I started drinking the diet sodas once I got diagnosed with diabetes in 2006. I started with the diet sodas originally, not good. Then Pepsi carried Pepsi One, which was like whole 1 calorie,
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
it was all right, but it tasted like flat Pepsi. Um, and then Pepsi Max started rolling out around the same time. That's why I basically got hooked on Pepsi Max. I prefer Pepsi over Coke, even as a little kid. So I was always my preference. If I'm giving a choice, if I go to like a convenience store of any sort and the Pepsi Zero and the Coke Zero are next to each other, I'm gonna grab the Pepsi 99 times out of 100. Um, so basically that like I literally buy a case of cans a week. That's a
Damn.
24 pack a week, and I buy 2 6-packs of the bottles to take to work, because I take at least 1 to 2 bottles to work per shift. I bring water bottles as well. I have like case, I buy an average like 2 cases of water every 2 weeks or whatever, like a case a week as well. But like I said, it's almost that balance, like water, Pepsi, whatever happened to milk. So that's my biggest habit. I may not be, a beer guy or anything like that, but it's Pepsi. Like you always see me with a Pepsi in my hand, and it's kind of like a joke because of Punk. Punk has a Pepsi tattoo. Are you drinking because of CM Punk? I'm like, no, I've been drinking Pepsi since I was a little kid, man. Like
This
I
is
would prefer I always prefer Pepsi over Coke, even
Guys,
way before
Pepsi existed way before CM Punk did. All right, so
Yeah, but like I said, being okay, there's an ending to pro wrestling here. That's a little odd. There's a similar ending to like a few weeks ago, and it's almost like they're pushing something. This is what happens on Wednesdays too. That's another bad habit, like getting easily distracted by pro wrestling. Um, but yeah, Pepsi's my biggest one, man. That's like
Diet
my
Snapple.
dice. You know what
That's
though? The Diet Snapple, the kiwi strawberry Diet Snapple, amazing.
I
Like
think I think anything like diet. I mean, really, like you're just getting the lesser of two evils. I feel like if you get like diet Snap or anything diet, really.
yeah,
One thing, and Mac, if you're still in here, you could probably attest for this. But when I was out there, one of the things that I got really addicted to was the Mountain Dew Baja Blast. So that drink right there, I'm sure Matt can attest for this. But when I was out there, I never knew that they had a Mountain Dew Zero Baja Blast.
They do that? Oh boy,
Yo,
that's dangerous.
That's gonna cause some major problems, because I was like, yo, I never knew this existed, and Baja Blast is super addicting.
Yeah, you prefer like the bottle version or the one that comes? Like the one you buy at Taco Bell. Like they do different. They taste different.
Yeah, no, the one at Taco Bell is it's so much better than the one that you buy in a can or in a bottle.
Same thing with Pepsi Zero. They do the fountain version at Taco Bell and KFC now, and
yes,
that's a different kick, man. I like it.
I know what you're talking about. Is that the was it like the peach or something, or the
No, just a straight up Pepsi Zero, like straight up Pepsi Zero. Taco Bell has been carrying it for like a couple years because both my stepdaughters are addicted to Taco Bell, and that was their preference. Like, all right, what do you guys want to eat tonight? Taco Bell. All right, and that was my. I'm like, all right, that's my incentive. I'm just gonna get a biggest freaking Pepsi Zero that I can't even. Mind you, I have it at home on the fridge, but
Sweet Lightning.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Mountain Dew Live Wire.
Live Wire. Which one is that? Is that
That's
the
blue orange? That's their orange drink. That's the Mountain.
That's the one. No, that's the one I was talking about. The one at KFC. They have that.
Live Wire.
Yeah, Yeah, they have that, and I usually mix it. I'll dilute it with some
If
what
they
is it?
ever release Mountain Dew Livewire Zero, I am done. I am so
I know,
because
yeah, because I remember.
pre-diabetes. That was my Pepsi Max. That was like every time I freaking saw that on a convenience store, I would buy a bottle immediately.
Right.
So that was pre-diabetes.
GTC. Been down a rabbit hole of food ingredients in USA opposed to overseas. Wow, I'm eating natural foods from now on. Replace potato chips with almonds and natural nuts. Man, it's scary. You know what's crazy about that is that's probably my biggest bad habit is buying chips all the time. Every time I go, and I'm telling you, I go through bags so quick. It's not even funny. You know, like
I'm a chipaholic.
dude, I'm a chipaholic myself, and it's so hard to cut that stuff. You know, because I just like the crunch. And aside from that, you know,
You're more of a potato chip guy versus like a Dorito or Cheeto
well,
guy or
my favorite chip is Funyuns.
Funyuns.
I am a
I got
sucker for
I
those.
got the Funyun for you.
Is it the
What?
queso?
The quesos?
Queso. Yeah, I had
The queso Funyuns. Those are
Dude.
yo.
I just went through a bag like last week.
I literally have a bag sitting right over there right now.
I had those. I had the new I had the flaming hot ones, and then I had the other one, the Lay's.
the
The Lay's.
the Lay's,
Funyuns one.
the Funyuns flavor Lay's.
Yeah.
When they do like the different chip flavored items,
Yeah.
in some ways it works, in some ways it doesn't work. For example, when they do a Cheetos flavored anything, it doesn't work because Cheetos is not a seasoning. Cheetos is an actual thing. The construction of the cheese, the crunchy Cheetos or the puffy Cheetos, they're constructed that way. They're not seasoned after the fact, compared to like a Dorito, which is seasoned either with a nacho flavoring or the Cool Ranch flavoring, whatever flavoring they do. At the end of the day, it's a tortilla chip that happens to be seasoned with something, and that's why the Doritos flavor stuff always works. Like right now, there's the Doritos nacho cheese flavored Smart Food popcorn.
Oh wow.
That shit, yo. To the point where my dad has been eating that stuff like it's going out of style. Like he's addicted to that shit right now. Like I had him try, and he goes, "When do these come out?" I'm like, this is the first time I come out since last year. And he's like, "Oh my god, these are the greatest thing ever."
Yeah, no, I was never really a fan of the hot fries as much as I was with the actual hot Cheetos, and I don't want to offend anybody because like I wasn't the biggest fan of the puffs. I like the regular.
You're a crunchy guy.
I love the crunch, man. The crunch is what gets me every time.
So, I understand that. I prefer if I want to eat like a puffy chip, like a puffy Cheeto. It's rare to get them now. It's the Cheetos cheese balls. The closest they come now is in like little cans. Like they're called minis, but they're regular cheese balls. Right. And I buy like about 6 cans of those basically every week, and I take them every day to work. That's like my mid-work snack because it's easy. It's hands-free. You open it up like a can of Pringles and you just like like pour them in your mouth. So I never get my hands cheesy trying to working with clothing and sneakers. I mean, that's the last thing you want to do is eat Cheetos on the sales floor. So that's like the hands-free way of enjoying your Cheetos and not get anything damaged. But I'm a chipaholic, dude. That's another one. Since I was a kid, I was a Funyun kid when growing up. In Spanish it's cebollita. Like, you want cebollita? I'm like, and that was like I was Funyuns growing up. Then Cheetos cheese balls, and I think the Doritos thing came like once I moved here because I was the only familiar one that I remember. But my youngest stepdaughter, she actually prefers those Chester's hot fries. The Flaming Hot Chester's hot fries over the Flaming Hot Cheetos. Both the kids did like the Flaming Hot Cheetos puffs over the regular Cheetos. Because those are rare. Those are hard as hell to get too. So
I refer to Diet Coke and red bag Doritos as the kidney stone cocktail.
To this day, I am shocked I haven't had kidney stones. Like I'm absolutely shocked.
Yeah, I have never, guys. And that's coming from somebody who's eaten chips pretty much his entire life.
Same here.
I just want to kind of switch gears and talk about another bad habit away from food. But one of my bad habits, and I'm sure people can vouch for this, is going to Target to buy something specific, and I always get distracted and end up going to the collectible or whatever aisle, and I end up looking or buying something. This past week, I went to Target because I had to buy some bar soap and, you know, toiletries and stuff. And that was the only thing I came there for. Tell me why, when I go over there, I go to the toy section and I literally was going to buy this figurine here. Took a picture, but I deleted it because I was like, I don't want to look at it, because if I look at it more, and where is it? Oh no, did I delete it? Oh, no, it's right here. I almost bought this.
That's a Target exclusive, son.
So let me highlight my screen.
That's gotta be hard to come by eventually. You know that, right?
I know. Trust me. I know. It's, for those of you who are wondering, it's the Rock. It's the Ultimate Edition. So
that's fun using the background. You had it in the shopping cart and everything.
I'm guilty. You can see my shopping cart there. I got my groceries, and then you could see the Rock. So there was that, and then this is another thing which was strictly out of impulse, but I literally was there too, and I don't watch AEW. Not that I have anything against it, but I saw this and I was like, "Yo,
you should." I'm telling you, it's.
I know. A lot of people keep telling me to, but I saw. I have a picture of it.
That's the bad habit. Every Wednesday, every time you see me before 10 o'clock Eastern time here, looking up. To
I almost bought this.
Oh, that's Target exclusive Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe, man. I was like, "Yo, this is dope." I mean, I like Samoa Joe. That's why I was eyeing it. But I wasn't even
figure in my life, so
I wasn't even planning on buying any of those, and they just popped up, and I was like, every time I go to Target, I always go to the toy section to look for something.
Here's a bad habit as a collector. Your collections never ever complete, ever. You always when you even try to look like as an action figure collector. When it comes to wrestling, this is my definitive version of this particular wrestler. Then another one comes out and you go, nope, never mind. That's my definitive version of that wrestler now. And before I know it, I have like 4 Ultimate Warriors, 5 Macho Mans.
That's what I'm saying. That's why when it comes to wrestling, I try to stay away as far as I can, because I know there's so many different versions.
That's a rabbit hole.
It is a rabbit hole for sure. I mean, like this one. That's not didn't they make another Ultimate Edition Rock where he has a shirt? And
that one was an Amazon exclusive, and that one goes for hundreds.
Oh, that's crazy.
That one goes for hundreds because it was an Amazon exclusive. Technically, they have released, they have released 3 Ultimate Edition Rocks, I think, off the top of my head. I know that maybe somebody in the comment section is going to roast me, but there's that one right there, the Amazon exclusive, and then there is the general release one it was the 2011 Rock with the
tattoo.
The tattoo, yeah, it had like that shirt. It had like the whatchamacallit, not the Boost to Acid shirt, but it was the one after that, like the one with the tattoo print on the shirt.
Yeah.
I think that's like the WrestleMania, the first WrestleMania. Yeah. I think it was WrestleMania 29 era Rock. Yeah. Because he comes with that WWE Championship belt as well. So that's that Rock. And then there's the old Attitude Era one with the Smell of the Rock is Cooking shirt, like the original Brahma Bull tattoo shirt. That one's on Amazon, and that one goes for a lot.
Dude, that's crazy. So, I can't get into that. Like if I buy something like that, it's just gonna be like
that's a rabbit hole, man.
I had no idea
how rabbit hole.
I didn't realize this is how much this is worth. I just saw it. I thought it was cool. That's like usually what happens when I buy something like that. And then, like I said, I don't want to get into that rabbit hole of.
Yeah, he's hard to come by, along with the on the AEW side, there's their version of the Ultimate Editions are called Supreme Editions.
GTC, what did you buy? You said that he bought.
Yeah. Oh, the regular Rock, I think it was. Yes, there was one. That was
it the one where he was wearing the jersey with the Brahma Bull on it? Because I saw that one too. That one was pretty dope.
No, that's Elite Collection 100. I think that's the one with the jersey. That's the 100th Elite Collection. See, there's the wrestling fan in me right here. Snacks will hate me right now. But no, there's a Supreme Edition CM Punk that's Walmart exclusive. And we all know what happened to Punk. So that's becoming like everybody with that fear.
The tattoo one.
The case of FOMO. Try to get them before, they no longer make them because it's not an AEW anymore. He's a Walmart exclusive. And now there's popping up. Like, there's people selling that Super Supreme figure for double the price at least. Because the Supremes are like $42 on retail at Walmart, and they're selling them for 100 plus. So I was like, nah, there's no way. I have my brother checking, his Walmart's in North Carolina, and I'm like, listen, if you're a CF Punk, if you see two, he goes, come on now. He's like, really? You really had to ask? Of course, because he got me the Walmart. Speaking of Walmart exclusive, he got me the CM Punk Walmart exclusive Unrivaled last year for Christmas, and I have like I have 3 of the 4 Punks that are AEW Punks right now displayed. The only one I'm missing is the chase of his first Unrivaled, which is essentially like the Walmart version with because he wore, the regular Unrivaled comes with the long pants on. The chase came with the trunks. The Walmart version is essentially the trunks, except he has the AEW hoodie, which this one also, like I kind of modified because I bought the ringside First Dance Punk. I'm still missing 2 ringside exclusive Punks right now too. I'm missing the dog collar match one with MJF. That's set.
I haven't heard that in forever. Jack Specific, that's throwback right there.
Listen, the classic Superstars figures, man. If it wasn't for that, I don't think Mattel would even pick up the license in the first.
I used to have a bunch of those back in the day. I remember having like when they had the little thing under the foot and you put it under
those are the Titantron Live.
Yeah, it starts playing their theme music. Oh man, I used to have that.
Titantron Live. That was a peak of action figure technology back in like 2000.
For sure. For sure. Just wait till WWE's real wrestling promotion hires Phil Brooks back and wait for that Elite or Ultimate Edition CM Punk. Don't worry.
Doesn't matter. Ain't gonna stop me from getting that one either. Because I have his previous Elites and I have his previous basics, it's not gonna stop me. So
I think when it comes to just like collecting, I think collecting in general is a bad habit. I mean, because really, you look at it, you could look at it in so many different angles, but at the end of the day, is it good to have this much of something? You know what I mean? That's kind of the age-old question.
I always say that there's a fine line between collecting and hoarding. And we walk it like a tightrope, man. Because it can get to be too much sometimes, where to the point, like as a figure collector, to the point where you don't have any space anymore, you're starting to put them on tubs.
Yeah.
Time to start cutting down. Same thing with jerseys. I know there's a lot of collectors out there that they have their main collection and the rest are on tubs because they can't fit it all in. That's when you start. You have to make cuts, like a football team right before the season starts. You're gonna start making some cuts, and some you may not like, but you might not have to do them eventually. So that's a habit that we have to all go through. We have to eventually refresh our collections because it comes to the point where it gets overwhelming.
That's that, and you know what? That's kind of where I'm at with the jersey game. I think like this year, the new NBA City Editions have already dropped, and I don't have a single one. And it's not that I don't want them; it's just a matter of, do I need them? And if I get them, what am I going to do with them? I mean, obviously, yeah, you wear them, but with the amount of jerseys that I've already accumulated in my collection, what is the likelihood of me wearing it? I don't know, Yeah. and that's
you stick mostly to your teams, correct?
Do I what?
Do you stick mostly to collecting your favorite team's jerseys for the most part? Well, outside of the John Cena thing.
Yeah, outside of my list
collection.
Yeah, see, outside of my Cena list, yes. I do make exceptions to certain players that I really, admire.
Right.
But for the most part, some of those players just so happen to fall under that list, which is like a win-win for me. But there's those jerseys that I'll buy just for the sake of it's cool. It looks nice.
Part of my team collection grew mostly because of jerseys I had from back when I worked at the store that I haven't worn in 15 plus years that I purged out and sold through Marketplace or Mercari, and then I turned that money right back around and threw it towards my team's, filling gaps in my team's collections at the same time. So it was basically almost like a recycling, almost. I purged stuff I wasn't wearing to stuff that I was going to likely wear because it's my team's. And I think the only exceptions I have is there's certain players I kept, like I kept my rookie Peyton Manning, I kept my Steve Young authentic, I kept my Dion authentics. Outside of that, it was like, all right, if I haven't worn them in a while, fuck it, they're being sold or traded or whatever.
That's a good mentality to have, because it creates a balance, and it also helps with your space, I'm sure. Because like you, I had to think of a situation to store my stuff that I couldn't fit in my place, and the only way I could do that is if I put my stuff in bins. And obviously I can't wear stuff that's in my bins. I have to go and grab them and bring them out, but I can't go in there and grab everything at once because I don't have the space. And like the thing with me is that I go through a rabbit hole of different things, not just jerseys, but collectibles, t-shirts, and then the wrestling tees too. That's like a big, that's a whole different.
You don't want to see my rabbit hole wrestling shirts.
Yeah, that's another category of t-shirts in its own right.
Band shirts. Mine is also band t-shirts as well.
Shirts. I didn't realize you're wearing a Disturbed tee. That's dope.
Yeah, this is the what's it call it?
Sickness.
I think it's at the 10th anniversary version of the shirt. Like when they re-released the Sickness as a 10th anniversary edition, I think about 13 years ago. I think. Hey, what's up?
What's going on, man?
Not much, man. We're just talking about our bad habits.
Yeah, the one of many.
We talk about bad habits and other,
To the points, my kids, when season 4 came out of Stranger Things, Eddie, they turned to me and said, "Louis, were you Eddie growing up?" I'm like, "Without the long hair, sure." And are you serious? And I showed him a picture from 2002, I think it was, holding my niece with her own little baby Metallica t-shirt. And here I am, Metallica shirt, hat, jean jacket, jeans. I'm like, there you go. That's Eddie without the long hair. So they didn't believe me until they saw the picture and went, oh. And I do have t-shirts, and from both the wrestling side and the heavy metal hard rock side that are older than my kids or older than even my sales associates at work.
Trust, man. I know. I was when that season aired and the whole thing with Eddie Munson doing the shredding, playing Metallica's Master of Puppets. I was like, I'm 100% in. This is like my guy.
And that is like, you don't have any real music? And he pulls out the Iron Maiden. He goes, this is real music.
Yeah. Yeah, I love
him, Eddie.
So
you tell him, because I have made it on vinyl too. So that's
nostalgia, man. What's up, man? You have any contributions to this topic?
Yeah.
Bad habits.
Jerseys. That's about it. Because I have so much money like invested in the jerseys. That's like, I'm not big into shoes. I used to skateboard at one point, so like that used to be like where my money went, because you break decks, and I don't like necessarily buying cheap ones. I get it's cheaper, but it's not like back in the day. Like when I first started skateboarding, there was a couple of like cheaper brands, but it was still like good quality, like Paul's wood that you would be, riding on or whatever. But now I've gotten some like team shops, because they basically, any little skate shop will sell like just a board or whatever, and the wood, the quality just isn't up there with some of like the brands. So, And I'm also a person that believes like, like you buy into like a brand that you support or a person you like. Like one of my favorite skaters of all time, like the first skate video that I got, he was in the second. Well, I got two. One was a DVD. He was in there in like the montage, but then like the tape that I had, I watched over and over. Paul Rodriguez, is well,
P-Rod.
Junior,
Yeah.
because his dad is the comedian,
Mhm.
and
That's why I think when I hear Paul Rodriguez, I don't think of the skater. I think of the comedian.
no, I knew of Paul Rodriguez, the comedian, but it was like
He shows my age right there immediately.
when like I was like, is it? But that isn't always the case. You know what I mean? He's a kid from California. There's a lots of Hispanics and Latinos in California, so he's not the only Paul. But
Right.
then reality was so it's like anybody that was like a skater, I used to like. That's what I did. Like if they were a skater I like, I supported. I put my money towards like one of my favorite skateboarders is PJ Ladd. So like when I was really into skateboarding, I just liked the flip boards. They were like I liked the concave and the way the boards were made. So since PJ Lab was on flip, it was like that's all I rode. There was some other dope. I had a Keith Huffnagel board. I had his shoes. I had his DVS shoes
I was
that
kind of about
were
to ask, like, when it comes to your favorite skaters, did you buy their signature shoes as well, in addition to the boards?
it was like at first it was more so what I could afford because people think like, oh, skateboard shoes are cheap. Oh, they're not Jordans. They're not SB Dunks. But you got to look. I remember Eric Costin, big.
Mm.
He was like one of the first big time pros. I think I bought his shoes when he was on S. This is before he left and went to Nike. I think I paid like $110 back in the day. That was probably close to damn near buying a new pair like Jordans, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, that'd be
2000.
like $160 shoe today, easy.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like 2002, I'm paying $110 for a pair of skate shoes. So it was like I thought they were alright. Ironically, I wound up getting rid of them and then like finding other shoes that fit more my like aesthetic. I used to like I don't know if you know Kerry Getz is. He's like a local. Well, he's a pro. He used to be a pro, but he's from Pennsylvania. But like he had a shoe on DVS that like I used to skate the living shit out of his shoes. There was like certain shoes like the feel it gave me. So it was like skaters I like Kerry Getz. I used to buy his shoes. PJ Ladd, I would get his decks like Rodney Mullen. It would be he
Mm.
used to be a part of Tensor Trucks. So
Yeah.
like certain things on my skateboard were like synonymous to me, to people like skaters that I liked, and
Sounds like how we are with wrestling shirts. We support the wrestler by buying their
like
whatever
even
their
now
gear is.
That's true.
I got a Paul Rodriguez Naruto deck downstairs in my
Oh,
garage.
that sounds freaking sweet though.
I
I
got my
had
primitive boards.
when they did the collab with Transformers. But they stole my skateboard deck when we moved. The movers, I had the Paul Rodriguez, I had Megatron, and then it was like Perceptor, which I think was Shane O'Neill. He's not with Primitive no more, but like I had because I'm a Transformers fan, and then I just had like a regular deck that I gave my son. So it was like brands like that. I got Janowski's. I have like one pair of P rods downstairs that I haven't worn in forever. To me, they're like his best designed shoe out of his whole
Mhm.
line of like sneakers and stuff like that. So like I have a pair of P rods downstairs. I have his deck. I buy a lot of primitive stuff. I got T-shirts. So
The decks that
I
were stolen, is it gonna be hard to? Are they gonna be pretty hard to try to regain another one, or they're like are they that kind of limited to rebuy? The
certain stuff is only like what you see is like a collab. So like the Transformers thing wasn't it was like whatever they had that was I got lucky. I went into Zoomies I think I bought the decks for like $40 a piece. They were just trying to sell them because they were
Right.
just sitting there. But at the end of the
Yeah.
day, it wasn't. Those decks aren't going to come out again because now that some of the guys that were on certain boards are no longer even with the company.
So it's basically
So
a secondary market at this point, and
Yeah,
trying to fetch
exclusivity,
one of
man.
those.
Limited exclusivity. What about like for like with the jersey game, like because I know you're heavy invested with a game like us, but what are some of your bad habits with like jerseys and stuff?
I'm always looking. That's why like when some people say, when me and Jay used to talk a lot, I used to just send him like the Batman standing on top of the rooftop with
Mhm.
the bat signal posted, and I used to be like, I see everything. I see.
They're running a Batman Returns.
Yeah, it was like, just because you might not know or whatever. Yo, look at this. I'm like, oh, I seen it. I'm like, it's like I'm very like I've other people have talked about it before. Like I can say like where people talk about like, oh, too good to be true. I'd be the one of the few people where like too good to be true has been like I've
You know,
lived it.
you know what?
Look at if I told the prices, I've had it before. If I like, I got rid of stuff, but like some stuff, some of the jerseys I got, like the prices I got it for, I think the Karl Malone Big Mountain Jazz, I found it for $60. Uh,
Shit.
the Mitchell Ness, which they only did one run of him in Stockton.
Mhm.
The best steal I ever got was the Virginia Squires.
Dr. J.
Dr. J, the dude wanted $40 off Craigslist. So I drive out to where he lives and he's like, oh, just give me 20. 20.
What?
Damn,
20.
damn,
20.
that beats any steal that I ever had.
That's
When I first moved to Vegas, there was a dude in Phoenix. I bought the Bob Lanier Pistons in total after like shipping. I paid $60 for a Bob Lanier Pistons, the one, the blue one with pistons across the chest,
mhm.
and the World Be Free Road Sixers, but in the block letters with the stars
Damn.
down the side. So I
Isn't that like
think
the one in between the block letters with the stars on the side? Isn't that the one in between the early, like the mid-70s Dr. J style and what became like the championship, like the Moses Malone style in the 80s, right?
yeah. So like in
The 60s style.
that year 76, 77, they of course they went to the finals. They kind of wore like two styles. So you had like that swooping Sixers. They kind of put in because like prior to, if you look at the what's his name, McGinnis, it's block letters. But then
Yeah.
that year they had like the
The cursive one
the,
was like
yeah,
baseball style, yeah.
and then they went back to the block, and then they just changed their colors to what they wore throughout the whole '80s and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm trying to think.
That's for me, that's a hot take. I prefer that 76, 77 style Sixer jersey over the 83 championship. The
Oh,
tall
I do.
school.
Me too. I like the
I
stars
think
one.
it's a stronger design, honestly.
I'm trying to think. Uh,
I think my
even
biggest
the
deal, damn, I don't think my own
the,
biggest
the
deal.
even the LeBron All-Star game, I got it like retail. A lot of people still charging for that, 75th season All-Star game jersey,
Mm-hmm.
and I got it from a dude for retail. Uh, I'm trying to think what other steals did I get that
My biggest
the
deal though, it's I have a helmet tag Reebok '01 Jason Sehorn in white, and the reason the guy was selling it for cheap, it was that he had it to bid for $25, buy it now for 35, because there was a stain right above the 3 in the front, and I'm like, well, $35, fuck it. If I don't get the stain out, at least I mean it's only $35.
Yeah.
So I bought it. I took the stain out within 10 seconds.
no,
So
yeah, I got same
that's my
thing.
biggest deal. That's
I had the 76, 77, the white, but with the cursive kind of letter Sixers. I got that for like $35. The dude had the size wrong, and I'm like, yo, that don't look like a 54. I'm like, that's looking like a 46. So I gambled. It was like $35, and then lo and behold, it was a 46. So the first time around that I had it, the Spencer Haywood, I paid nine.
I agree. I think
Uh,
nostalgia.
the Supersonics Spencer Haywood. The first time I got it, I paid $95 shipped. Which
And
That's
the
unreal.
the first run Jackie Robinson, the satin jersey that USA without that I had, I only paid $90 shipped. That Willie McCovey, that black Willie McCovey was like $90.
man,
The one that you gave to me.
I didn't give that to you.
I
I
thought you
forgot
did.
who I sold. I didn't get.
Yeah,
No. I told you about the dude with the Jack Clark out your way. I hooked you up with the Jack. There was a dude out your way selling Jack Clark with the 25th patch, but the black Willie McCovey
Yeah, I bought that off you.
sold so much stuff.
yeah, I was gonna say
He doesn't even remember.
it's the Mandela effect. That
I
shit.
was like, I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't. And then like what is it? The Honest Wagner, the Pirates with the big ass pirate on the front. I got that for like $160.
The 3/4 jersey.
Yeah, the one with the chain stitch pirate.
Right.
Isn't that really hard to get nowadays? Like,
I don't
really?
think I've heard you say you spent over $100 on anything.
I just did. I just said I paid like 160. That jersey would be
For that one.
mad fucking expensive.
That's at
To
least $4 now. At
that
least.
How much? How
I
much did you?
have-
Drop, how much
I
did you drop on that John Morant, the city?
500.
Woo!
That
Yeah.
not even the most amount of money I spent on a jersey. So
Oh
Nuts.
my god.
sometimes, you know, rest in peace, as Ron would say, collecting jerseys is not a cheap hobby.
Never
If you
has.
want to be cheap, you're not gonna get much. I understand everybody wants to steal, everybody wants a deal, nobody wants to. Well, I can't say that. Majority of people don't want to spend their money because there are some people out here who get bopped over the head or don't care about blowing their money. Sometimes later on down, they realize like, yeah, I shouldn't have been doing that. There's
That's,
a there's
that's definitely a bad habit, though.
a
Right there.
the most expensive was the Eddie Jones USA run 95 All-Star game. That was more than 500. So
Wow.
I had to
Damn.
sell 3 jerseys to get that.
Just to
So
get that one.
So do you have a kind of like a rule, like, oh, if I buy something I need to sell something?
well, now I try to sell stuff. Majority of the times it's like I just work overtime. As long as I can account for all my bills, whatever's extra is mine. As long as like I don't have something I'm doing. So like if like this year we're going to Miami for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
So right now I got a plan to buy tickets to fly my daughter. Well, I'm gonna go out there, pick her up, fly her from Vegas out to here, and then she'll be here for like a week, and then we fly out to Miami. So like right now, I've been like, I lost a bet, and sometimes you have to man up. I was supposed to lose a certain amount of weight to my wife while she was gone over the summer, and that's why I had to sell the Tony Gwynn camo Padres jersey that Mitchell Ness made. But that money went towards the trip for Miami, so she was trying to get me to sell off the Bob McAdoo, and I just was like the
amazing.
white.
Orange one?
No, I don't own that one no more. The white Braves, the white whale,
Yeah.
the
Ooh.
holiest of holiest.
Ooh. I
And
thought
she was like trying, and I was like, I'm like, it's not gonna happen. I was like, I'll sell that before. I was like, I'll sell other items before I sell that. So I was like,
tell her to sell this to get rid of the St. Louis Browns one.
she don't even know about that one. So I'm not getting rid of that. So I told you I need to either, if I find it a better one in my size, then it'll be listed for sale.
If
Other than
anybody is gonna find it, it's you. If anybody's
or it's gonna be something that happens like via trade, like the '96 finals White Kemp. If you look at it, I only after getting the first one and then size swapping, I only spent 120. And that's a hard jersey. I found a 44. I was like, dang, this kind of. I went on Poshmark, and this dude was like, oh, I'm selling this. You know, sometimes people put in the description, oh, I'm just getting rid of this jersey. It's just a little too big for me. And I hit him up, was like, yo, I have a size 44. I was like, if that fits you better, I'll take that 48 off your hands. And, you know, he gave me he gave me his phone number. And we talked on the phone real quick. I shipped off the 44 to him. He shipped off the 48 to me. I've had it ever since. So it's really jerseys. I just be looking all the time. I used to look a lot more. I chill now, but like I still browse because like certain things I've already seen. So when I go through, I don't even have to like second guess like what I'm looking at.
Right.
So like some stuff I see, oh, it's fake. I don't even, you know, some people get like
Take 10 seconds to go, yep, no.
they get like disturbed or like, oh, there's so many fakes, but it was like, you know, sometimes you gotta get through all the bullshit to find like what you're looking for.
Needle in a haystack, basically.
I found a bunch of needles in a haystack. I can tell you that.
So
So
if I ever need something found, I guess I have to go to you.
So I guess it depends. I've been able to help people find stuff. It's been like
I'm gonna say kind in and out.
Get out.
Yeah. Damn, Dan. I thought I had some steel thieves this Christmas. He's the OG, man. He's a triple OG of freaking jersey steals, man.
Yeah, I've had so many. I've sold stuff off. The first time around, the George Mikan, the MLPS jersey, I got that for $60. So what else do I have? Oh, the Road 62 Philadelphia Warriors. I paid like $120. The craziest thing about that is, rest in peace, Ron hit me up. He bought the white one, and he was like, make me an offer. I made an offer. We made a deal, and a week later, I go on Poshmark, and that shit is sitting there. Size 46, 120. Pow! Take my money now.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's funny how that plays out.
The Steve McNair, the powder blue, the 97,
right.
$60 ship from some dude out in the Bay too.
Where is it harder to find, like early runs of Mitchell and Ness or vintage authentics?
I don't like. At one point, it was like I wasn't really looking for like vintage stuff. I was just looking for Mitchell and Ness stuff. But I could say, like, if you're looking for older Mitchell and Ness or like one production run Mitchell and Ness, like small, it's like looking for looking for, as I would say, era authentics, whatever the era was. So if it was 90s, CCM, starters, Pumas, champions, certain jerseys. So
even like too,
because like the Brooklyn Dodgers, the Kelly Green at 37. I knew about that jersey for like 6 years. It took me 6 years to get that jersey in my collection, and it wasn't even necessarily like that I found it. It was just, shout out to Jay. He was letting go of it. Like when he first started with selling jerseys, he messaged me, and I was like, "Listen, we need to work out a deal for that jersey." I'm like, that has been on my hit list for 6. I'm not the type of person. For me, I don't go to other people and be like, yo, let me get that jersey, or if you ever let it go. I just know, for me, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna look for it. Now,
I have had people hit me up, and I wish I was in a better financial situation, because sometimes they hit me up with something, and it's like, man, had I had the money. I think a couple months ago, if I remember correctly, somebody offered me a starter double logo hemmed Gretzky Rangers for $300. I'm like, if I just had that money, just to say.
When it comes to hockey, you gotta pay, man.
I know, but that if I had the extra money, that would have been that. I would be wearing it right now. That's how much I would have freaking loved.
Some of the jerseys that I've gotten, I've literally gotten on like, I'll give it to you Like
That's a
people have
steal.
literally inboxed me and be like, "Oh, this jersey, you want it?" And I'd be like, "Oh, I don't have it right now." And I'd be like, "Oh, I'll hold it for you until you could pay."
Yeah, because that's a vintage, authentic double logo hem. Like that was done for Gretzky, and starter were replicated on the retail authentics and even the retail replicas. Because I have a couple retail replicas that they did the double hem on the
Like
whatchamacallit.
the
So
what is it? The 86, 87, the Cavs. You know, the
yeah.
orange, Ron Harper. When Ron Harper,
Mm.
you know, before he got that
Oh, yeah.
Mitchell and this dude literally inboxed me and was like, "Before I sell this jersey belongs in your collection." And I'm like, "Yo, I don't have the money right now." And we're talking about a year ago. This time, he hit me up, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm getting ready to go to Disney because we went to Disney for the week of Thanksgiving."
Almost
And
got
A white fisherman. Oh,
uh, and he was like, "Look, I'll send you the jersey. Just pay me when you can."
by the way, that
damn.
white fisherman,
That's
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 hard as hell to get too.
that's a dope that's a dope gesture, man. When somebody holds something for
This
you.
jersey, shout out. I'm not gonna put out even this jersey. This, this was only China released, Asia released the 2023 All-Star Game jersey. Even though it's Curry, now that it looks like True Custom, I think supposedly I heard EPS is going to be able to start replicating the perforated numbers for the jerseys on Nike. I don't know how true that is, but I know I seen True Custom. He has a little machine,
I think
and I
thing
think
is though, EPS is backlogged as hell when it comes
yeah,
to
someone posted it like 5 months back.
Damn.
So I think I saw a video a while ago. True Custom, he might be. So if that's the case, I'm gonna change this because Curry, of course, he was voted a starter, but he didn't play. So I'm
Does
gonna
True
probably
Custom, can he actually customize a current jersey, or does I know he does stuff from scratch, correct?
yeah. But like, there's certain stuff like so. Say you get the champion version of the Pistons, teal, the big horse. Not the champion version or even like the Jazz. If you get the Jazz the first, it doesn't have like the stitched letters, the twill over. It just has the sublimation of the team name. So
Right.
he's done that. Like he's went and he has a whole computer and he's stitched the
So
twill
so
over.
he's basically fixed vintage stuff as well too.
Yeah. Or he's
That's cool.
customized some stuff. There was a jersey I had to let go. I found it was either it was team issue. Who knows? It could have been a gamer, but it was like a early to mid '90s Lakers champion authentic. But it was team issue. It had the inside tag and everything. But early Lakers stuff, gamer stuff wasn't dual tag. It just had one tag. So I sold that to somebody, and they went and got the I don't know. Theirs was customized. It said like God on the back of it, but they stripped it and they sent it to True Custom, and he turned it into a Vladi Divac
Oh, that's
for.
cool shit. No,
So
I've seen many
he's
instances of that. That's
he's
cool.
done some stuff. I just seen him like maybe like a month and a half ago. He got a machine that basically laser cuts the twill now. But
Oh,
since he
that's
has
cool.
that same machine, he can do the perforated numbers because it could, you know what I mean? He could put it in there and I seen him doing some printouts and stuff. He just said not yet. So when he says green light, this is like the first thing that's going over there, so I could change it.
Who
No,
are you gonna
like
change it to?
Luca or
Hmm.
LeBron James, one of the two. I think more so Luca. Even though I like LeBron, like Luca, LeBron's getting ready to go out. Luca's like kind of my like. I like you, Luca and Ja Morant, but there is a authentic John Morant in the whoever whoever because I know it was Team LeBron wore this jersey, and then the orange yellow jerseys was. But there's an authentic I've seen that a dude
So
is
that
getting
team
rid of.
Giannis, you think it was?
I don't
Can't
know
remember.
because some years it's been Giannis, been Durant. So the only team that's been consistent is LeBron James.
LeBron.
There's always Team LeBron, no matter what. Well, not this year. They're going back to the East-West format. So
Yeah, what do you guys prefer, the
Yeah.
East-West format or the team pick?
East-West.
Man. That's a classic. You can't. I felt like when they were doing the whole team so and so is like a popularity contest. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I just came up with another bad habit that I really have, and I think maybe us as collectors have it. The urge to correct non-collectors or non-experts of any sort when it comes to certain things, especially working where I work. I have gotten many a call. You know, the playoff eights came out what, a month and a half ago now. You got the bunnies? Those are the playoffs, man. Like, no. You don't understand. The bunnies are the white ones. I thought, no, all the eights are no. The bunnies are the white ones.
That's because they associate the
in the freaking commercial.
The bunny, because you can the whole that's.
No, because like,
but that's like the new collectors calling the fours breads when they're really black cements.
That's another one.
I have people, yeah, and I have people all the time.
Black cements are coming out next year. Like, are you bread?
Like, there's
so
people
that's what
all
I'm
the
trying
time.
to say. Like, OG collectors know them as black cements, and this new generation it's breads. So the ones that don't know, and you be like, "Oh, black cements? No, they're breads."
That's the same thing when I hear people say like, "Oh, do you guys have the blue Concords, or do you have the red Concords?" I'm like, "What?"
You talking about what the Win like 72s and the French Blues or whatever?
The Space Jam 11s, they call them the blue Concord. I've heard people call them the blue Concords.
But Space Jams don't even look like Concords, though.
That's what I'm saying. But they're like, "Oh yeah, they're black."
Well, they have
they're in the 11
because Concords are white and black.
I know
the Space Jam is basically black with a white.
But believe it or not, this is gonna be again. This is the sneaker seller or the guy who works at the sneaker store. I realized actually this year. This is, now I know, the Concord is a color. It's that bluish purple color. Is the Concord. That's why some people get that confused with the Space Jam. As a matter of fact, I refuse to call the 2016 Space Jams
because of the 45.
Yeah, those are 95 playoffs.
Yeah,
that's what I call them. Those are 95 playoffs.
Well, that was like what 2012. Those were like another reimagine. The fucking emoji flu games. They had the stupid emoji.
Yeah. I had those.
Had the emojis, the little fucking stupid emojis on the tongue.
I hate. I haven't released a proper flu game 12 in what 12, 13 years now, at least.
I mean, they came.
They did the reverse. They did the reverse ones. They did the suede one. No, I can say.
Well, I know, like my wife is a 11 fan. She loves 11, so like she has.
Again, that's another one. The black and red, the all black 11s, or the people call the bread 11s. I call them playoffs because when I bought them in '96, they were playoffs.
And what's funny is that there's a nickname for people who couldn't, because there was that gap, because they just last year released them. So the dirty breads, people who got shoes customized because they couldn't get the breads from previous releases. And my wife, there was times where she was like, I don't know.
Every sportswear. That's exactly what you're a Jordan fan or a LeBron fan? And I used to go, I'm 46 years old. Take a guess.
I mean, when it comes to the shoe game, man, people are super, like, I feel like, and rightfully so, I feel like people are purists when it comes to that. And even with the jersey game too, there's a lot of people, like with us, like, we're very particular.
Yeah, try not to gatekeep, but sometimes you gotta be like, come on, son. Like,
the Nike jerseys, everybody was in uproar. Oh, team patches. Now everybody wants the fucking jerseys with the team patch.
Yeah.
So there was all this uproar because, now you're going to have General Electric, Harley Davidson, fucking Goodyear, or whatever, whoever, Crypto.com, East Jabibble, whatever. Like, and now it's like people, that was funny because I ordered this year's, City Edition Suns from Just Sports. And I'm like, I know it came out the same day on Fanatics. I'm like, I'd rather go to Just Sports because the last time I ordered from there, when I got the Valley, the the first one,
Mhm.
it came with the PayPal patch.
So
So
all
I'm
those
like,
people
oh,
that all those
shit.
people that hate the advertisement patch, now they want the advertisement patch.
no. So that's why I ordered it from Just Sports. That's like a local brand there in Arizona, Just Sports AZ. Because the last time I ordered a jersey from there, it came with the PayPal patch. So I'm like, oh, I'll have the patch. But then I get the jersey, it don't have the fucking patch on it. And then when I posted, the dude was like, oh, you don't like patches or something? I'm like, and I'm like,
That's a
I'm
double-edged
like,
sword, man. That's another
I'm
one.
like, no, it was like I expected it to come with the patch. I was like, I prefer it to have the patch. I was like, it just don't have it. But I was like, if I want a jersey bad enough, I'm gonna get it, and later on down the line, I can just go on eBay and get the patch. So
Right.
it's not like before you had to worry. Now there's so many people replicating the patches. If you need it, you can find it, or sometimes the team stores. People go into the team stores and they buy the patches, and you get it that way.
So the
So
team stores like sell the patches by themselves now too.
yeah, some do, because some people will get stuff like I've
I
seen
think some
people with,
hockey team shops do that now with the teams, select amount of teams that have the patches. Because I'm
because like
the
whenever
Vegas,
the
the Vegas, for
teams
example, they do that.
when the teams go to the finals, they sell the finals patches at the team stores.
Oh,
So like
that's
I knew that like they were advertising like the Nuggets, you're only going to be able to buy a certain amount of patches or whatever,
they did
because some
a
people
limited
will
run.
just come in and buy, everything. I think you said that one time, or was that Bay Area? Somebody was at, or was it Jeff? Somebody was mentioning they were at the at a game. The city editions dropped. I don't remember it. It was when you the I think you have it in the Wiseman. The Bay, it says
The one
Bay,
that
and
I
then
have,
it yeah, it has like the blue lines going down in the circle.
blue lines. I'm trying to remember if that was me.
It
By
says
the way,
Bay, and then it has like blue
Oh
lines
yeah, yeah,
going.
yeah, yeah, yeah. With the ripples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't. I think it's either that jersey or it's gonna be the seven. They went into the team shop and some dude just like bought everything up. It was
Oh
like,
yeah.
that's ridiculous. You could tell
Yeah,
that's that. See,
dude.
there's limits actually at my job when it comes to sneakers. There's limits for that reason because we can't stop you. We can't basically, how do I say this? We can't make the assumption you're a sneaker reseller if you're buying. Let's say you come in and like, I want 4 pairs of Panda Dunks. We can't make the assumption that you're a
Right,
reseller.
right.
You know, hey, like you're a fucking reseller.
Well, because
Unless
they,
you
I
buy
mean, they're giving
specific
you money.
sizes for your family or whatever, but they have limits. Like let's say you buy 4 or 5, I think there's 4 or 5 pairs, and that's it. That's your limit. And even if you try to buy more with the same card that you purchase with, it cuts you off automatically, no matter who you are. So that's a fail
GTC
safe they have.
Reels. I would hit up. I don't know. I don't count people's pockets. I don't know how much you want to spend. You could go to Sergio Chavez in the groups if you're looking for someone to customize. Just send him to all the information, or Bill Henderson. Bill Henderson, that's his
I was gonna say
thing. Baseball jerseys, and he would make it exactly team specs,
oh yeah,
and it's gonna
that
come
man.
out. So
He's
that's
a
his
good,
thing. I know he's a little bit on the more expensive side from what people told me, but there's plenty of people who've gotten work done by him,
you're paying
and
for the quality though. People gotta realize that. So
Yeah.
especially
I
with like customization, man,
actually hit him up.
you get what you pay for. If you want to cheap out on the customization, you're gonna get cheap customization.
Yeah, Bill Henderson is definitely. I think he's the best, in my opinion. He's the best baseball
He's the goat.
customizer.
For that.
well, he
Yeah,
has the book. He has the book where it tells you
yeah,
about all the fucking uniforms since
He's done
baseball
all
was started,
he's done all the
basically.
research, man. That
right,
you're
right.
paying for his research. You're basically paying for all the research he's made and done just to get that done to begin with. And
Because
going back to the other guy, the one of the comments about the Space Jams being called the monster matches. Since when? Heck, they're
I've never heard that. I've
That
never
was when
heard
they
that.
released them back in 2016. They called them that in the description,
they're
Monster
the
Man. I was like, what?
first of all, they were the Monstars, not
Yes,
monsters. So
thank you.
again, I guess they gotta hire me at freaking Jordan Brand for this shit. Um, Come on.
That's a bad habit. That's a bad habit right there.
What?
When you
They're gonna hire me for. Yeah.
when you have to drop knowledge on a brand that doesn't know their history, man, that's when you gotta drop knowledge.
Well, what I see is dope is they're going back to some of the old molds. I think I showed my wife they're supposed to be doing the metallic burgundies from '85. Oh yeah, Ben Shapiro's another good baseball jersey for baseball too. He's another
does he
good
do patches, or does he actually do like the 12, like the numbers and letters?
I'm not sure about the patches, but Shapiro does the names and the numbers and stuff like that. He's really good.
Bay Area. I know you've done stuff with Ben Shapiro, but like maybe you could elaborate on that.
I know Sergio does patches, but you know what I mean? He has a machine for it. That's the thing. I think Bill Henderson does patches too. But you know, you're gonna have to also pay.
I
He's
try
doing
not
a
to
pod
keep
for you, or he's
it
doing like a
that's a bad
customization?
habit.
Yeah, cause see, like I have so many. So my plan, once when I complete my list, or if I complete my list, I want to bring in some of my my blanks because I want to get it customized. So one of them is not an actual. It's not historically accurate, but it's accurate to the list because there was the Mets jersey, the one that Mike Piazza wore, the orange and the blue, where it says Mets on the front, where Cena wore that jersey, but he's wearing a Darryl Strawberry in that style. And that was purely a customization because Darryl Strawberry never wore that style.
Well, kind of like that goes back all the way to like Do the Right Thing. Because if you watch Do the Right Thing, Spike Lee's character is wearing a Jackie Robinson Dodgers jersey that's historically inaccurate. Because he was a then current retail authentic from that era with Robinson and 42 on the back. So, you know, a jersey there like us would be like, that's not accurate. You know, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, see, Shapiro will add the patches if you have it, but he does the numbers and the name exactly how it should be done.
Right.
So.
Yeah, Monster Mash. I still can't get over that shit. But like I said, the bunny thing is I don't try to. I try to break out of the bad habit of gatekeeping. You know what I mean? The whole, well, you got a Disturbed shirt on. How many Disturbed songs do you know? I hate that shit. So as a metal fan, I hate that shit. So I try to not to apply that to other fandoms. You know, because
that's a bad habit.
We're our own worst enemy when it
I
comes
only
to
know one Disturbed song anyway, but I don't wear it.
No, but I'm saying in a general sense, like, you know, like
the Sickness is my shit, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Everybody knows that damn song.
I mean, I know. Trust me, I know a lot of Disturbed songs. I've seen them live. I've listened. You know, I even have the Funko and all that shit.
I need to get that Funko.
The one thing that I regret is that I bought a Disturbed Indestructible promotional poster that was signed by all members of the band, and I got rid of it for reasons I can't remember.
I have the Another Way to Die single signed by all 4 members of Disturbed. That was part of a promotion within the concert we went to. Like, if you pre-order the new album, you get the single signed. I'm like, I was gonna buy the CD anyway, so yeah, sure.
Yeah, I messed up because I didn't.
Nah, I'm not much into rock music like that. So
oh no, it's funny because where I work at the other end of the block, it's the home stadium of the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, the AHL minor league team for the Flyers, and they also hold concerts, you know, all the kinds of events. And the band Tool was at this event yesterday. Mind you, I wore another metal shirt yesterday, not knowing that I was going to see a bunch of people walking in with Tool shirts, Metallica shirts, you know what I mean? You name it. And I'm like, they were like, you go to the concert? I'm like, no, it just happened to be listening to this band yesterday and I just wore it. You know, that's my thing. Sorry. But there were people like, who's Tool? I'm like, thanks for making me feel old, guys. Tool's like that was a band I grew up with in high school. Like, so, like, believe it or not, a couple of the ushers from the stadium came in. 2 young ladies came in to buy sneakers for their kids at my job. And I'm like, is there an event going on over here? Like, oh, Tool's here. I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, Bay Area, I'm only doing it for the Cena list because I know it's historically inaccurate, but that's how he wore it. So, and he did another one too, where he wore a Montreal Canadiens. I think it was customized, but I think it was customized by CCM.
I've been guilty of that in the past, back in the 90s, way before Mitchell Ness. When Russell Athletic lost the contract with the NFL, Models got rid of their blanks for like $10 a piece. And I ended up buying 3 blanks. I think I bought a Patriots, an Oilers, and a Bears. And I got the Bears. This is mid 90s. The place that we used to send our stuff to get customized. I sent that to them to get my Bears into a Butkus, my Oilers into a Campbell, and the only current guy I think I got made was the Patriots. I made it a Ben Coates because it was the drop shadow with the shoulders, with the Patriots.
The flying Elvises.
The flying Elvises on the shoulders. I actually sold all 3 2 years ago, and they all went back to the Bears one went to somebody outside of Chicago. They was mining for his dad because they were gonna go to the home opener. I think the Earl Campbell went to somebody who was actually a Tennessee fan, Oilers / Tennessee or Titans fan, and I think the Patriots one went to somebody who actually up in I think went to Connecticut somewhere, so it was like up New England area anyway. So it's kind of fun when I used to sell my jerseys and then we're going sort of home because we're going to people that were in the home states,
the region.
Yeah.
That's how people feel when they sell jerseys. I feel like some people sell jerseys. They always ask, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, why? Why does it matter where I'm from? They're like, because I want to know if you're an actual fan.
It's a little extra, though. I think it's kind of fun when it does happen that way. If it doesn't happen that way, that's fine with me, too. But
you want my money or what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, no, it was like it happens.
One of my bad habits, too, is like when I buy extra, like duplicates of something. That shit right there. That's like really bad.
So when you was heavy into the shoe game, were you buying duplicates?
Oh, I was buying one to rock, one to stock, and one to just look at. Like it was bad. Yeah, it was so bad. I think with the banned ones, not the recent release, but the release before,
the 2012s.
The 2012s. I remember I won 4 pairs. And they were
all 4 pairs?
Huh?
You buy all 4 pairs?
All 4 pairs. So the first pair I went to the store, I put them. I was wearing the 01 pair, so I had the 2001 pairs on. I walked in the store. I bought I bought the first pair. Then I went to Champ Sports. Then I got the second pair. Then I went to my local Shoe Palace. I got my 3rd pair, and then my 4th pair I got at Chic Shoes. And I remember I had all 4 of these pairs. Keep in mind, those released around the holidays. So, and these were all at shopping malls. So parking was a motherfucker. Like they gave me a time limit. They're like, if you're not in here by this time, your shoes are going to be raffled off to the nearest person, or first come first.
No, first come first.
And I remember
take like a photo and then have like the shoes on your arm and shit, so everybody can see. Yeah, all 4 pairs.
I have to find a picture.
And then have the other. Let everybody know, like, oh, this isn't 2 pairs. This is 4 pairs. Look at my feet.
4 pairs, motherfucker.
I have to find a picture, but I have it. And I remember I went with 2 of my buddies at the time, and I told them, I was like, yo, somebody go behind the wheel, because we were driving my car. I was like, somebody go behind the wheel, and I'm gonna run in the mall, and I'm gonna grab as many as we can. And I remember like there was a whole line of people waiting for my pair to be sold off, and I was like, nah, y'all ain't.
That was the day I left the Las Vegas. I actually had I had one other raffles, but I had the potato sack shoes, the Yeezys. Yeah. The first blue tints, they re-released them, this year because they were selling off. But when the blue tints first came out in 2017, I won a raffle, and when I got to this mall, King of Prussia Mall outside Philly, the line was so fucking, and I had to be there before 3:00. I got there like 2:55. Was like, up. Where's my pair? When I left, I was like, oh, let me see how far this line goes. I ain't got shit to do. I'm just gonna go back to my car. I was like, When I got outside and was like, it was bent in the corner in my head, I'm like, you ain't getting these motherfucking shoes. Why you standing here? Like, you think that many shoes is gonna be available?
I haven't worn these. Yeah, this is the
Eights?
newest version. This is the newest version of the
That's
eights.
the only pair I have, so I'm gonna wear them pretty soon. Those in the 12s, I'm gonna wear my
Well,
twos.
I have the 07s on dead stock last year. That are in my storage unit. I have to get to my storage unit to get those because I want to wear those to those fall apart. And
Dude, that's a bad habit right there. When you wear,
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
But at least
Absolutely.
he's wearing his shoes, because that's a bad habit for you shoe collectors. A lot of shoe collectors wait 20 years and put the shoes on their feet, and then the
They
fucking
come-
soles
fall apart. Yeah.
become cottage cheese.
Because the 07s I actually got in 2013, not long after the 2013 versions came out. I already had that. Ironically enough, I bought them where I currently work. A friend of mine ended up doubling up in the 2013s, and he still had the dead stock 07s. So he's like, I'm like, what do you want for them? I'm like, oh, find me a Lakers jersey because find me something Kobe related because I have the Crazy Eights that came out, or Crazy Eights I think were the first time they came out. And he wanted to either get the shooting shirt that he wore at the dunk contest or this jersey. And I happened to have his jersey, and that's why I ended up trading for those. And I basically wore the 2013s until last year when they finally fell apart. So they lasted me 9 years on and off. And then finally on dead stock the 07s, and I wore them to work the next day, which a lot of people at my job, I was training at the time at the training location. They're like, you did what?
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, that's stock. That was the whole purpose.
Oh, you found it?
So I think my buddy was wearing. He grabbed the other pair, and so he was on his way to bring it back. But I had 4 pairs, so I'm holding 2 and I'm wearing 1. And then my other buddies won the raffle. They won the raffle for me, and they grabbed another pair.
Oh
so
my
I had
God.
5 pairs of Brad ones or Bam ones at one point. That's how fucking fiendish I was. Shit, man. That's problems, bro.
Yeah.
When you have fucking 5 pairs of the same damn shoe, you know what I'm saying? Like,
actually, one of my good friends, the guy who I got the 07 playoffs from, he came to the store Sunday. There's a 9060 New Balance that's exclusive to our store, to our company.
ooh.
They're the 9060 Sunstorms, I think they're called. Yeah, I think they're called the Sunstorms. He's like, can you know where you could get me these? I'm like, if they're in the employee raffle, sure. Matter of fact, I think I just entered the raffle.
Do you have nostalgia? Do you have any bad habits with Vans? Because I used to fucking Vans all the time. Now I just have like my old schools, and then the checkerboard. That's fire.
Yeah, that's called the fire signs.
I think like the warehouse where they make the shoes is in SoCal somewhere. There's a big ass swap meet outside. Ironically, at one point the Conquistadors played there. I think the Clippers even played there. It's called Kobe's Swap Meet, and there's a dude who'll come, and sample size are always in size 9s, but he sells them like they're cheap, like $30. So like that's how I have like some of like the purple Vans that I'll be having on in my photos. Those are samples. Those green, but they're like super suede. Those were samples. I have a pair, the same exact shoe, red with like yellow lines in it. Those are a sample pair. The cream shoes that I wear, like if it's anything like, cream, same thing. But those were made with like, what is it? Like the rain, like they're supposed to be rain resistant. So
waterproof.
Yeah.
Right.
So I got those. I just look for colors. It's like I always make sure I get a whole bunch of like white shoes, and then the colors I just have. I got one pair of red Vans. They're all red leather with like gold lace loops. Those were samples too.
I haven't worn a pair of Vans in 17 years.
You know which pair of Vans I want that I just can't dish the money for is when they did the Metallica collab. Oh my God! People want like $400 for a pair of Vans. I'm like, y'all fucking bugging. There's no
Nah,
way.
I used to when my
Yo,
kids
the
were
sad thing is,
little.
I had those in my hand when they retailed, man.
Bro, I remember
Paper
seeing them in
at
the
King of
mall.
Prussia.
I remember seeing them in the mall, and I was like, they'll probably hit the outlets. Nobody's really gonna mess with these, and they're gone.
I wasn't into them, and now
That
it's
was
like,
like my kids when they were little. You know, I used to always try to get them shoes, and I remember I got my son a pair of like Mario Vans. That was like Super
Oh,
Mario Bros. And it had
bro.
he had them at one point. London had a pair. My daughter had a pair of like Toy Story ones. They were like teal green colored, and they
Mhm.
was like I used to get like little ones, and it was like
Love them.
later on I could find out I could resold the Disney ones because some people are so like Disney addict.
Bro, it's
The
crazy.
best shoes I ever got that people always loved. She had the Fruity Pebble foams,
Oh yeah.
and I had I had the matching shirt to go with it. So like whenever people saw the shoe and the rainbow colored bottom, like, oh, those shoes are so cute, and I'm like, yeah.
did you
Now,
guys ever
Oh my
see
God.
the Fruity Pebble Dunks that came out recently?
no, I remember LeBron did
Yes.
his Fruity
Yeah, I
Pebbles.
know. Yeah, LeBron did them.
Yep, we had them at our store. Those didn't last that day.
I remember what was it the 10, the 11 or 12s, the Freddy Cougars, the white with the blood stains all over
Oh,
it. That
those are the Jason
Yeah.
Voorhees. Those are the
Jason
famous.
Voorhees.
Yeah,
The
my
Friday the
Jason
13th.
Voorhees, yeah.
Those are the Friday the 13s, man.
Oh, I'm like
Yo,
looking at all my.
they took them off the shelf because they
Really?
were, yeah,
That's why they're
because
so
people were,
expensive nowadays.
yeah, because they were like people were complaining.
Oh, that's some bullshit, man.
You know, people will make people this. It was at the era where people started complaining about everything. Everything was offensive. So
Let's see that.
I'm like looking at all my old sneakers.
There we go.
I was a fucking shoe addict for
That was
sure.
them. That's the Fruities.
Hold on, let me blow up your screen real quick.
Yeah, see, that's the insole, the Fruity Pebbles.
When did those come out?
We got them in like last spring.
Really?
Mm-hmm. See
Oh,
the
how much
Fruity
I-
Pebbles on the. I don't know if we see it.
Yeah, I saw the inside. The insole looks pretty
Yeah,
dope.
no, trying to get the contrast. There we go. See that it says Fruity Pebbles on the tongue.
Yeah,
even the shoelaces too.
that's dope.
Yeah, the shoelaces like yep. Yeah.
Did you see
Like I
there's
said,
supposed
they
to
lasted a
be
day. A whole
there's
day.
supposed to be next year some high Nike dunks that is supposed to be like a tribute to some like New Mexico.
Ooh.
I fucked up. I had so many like shoes, bro. Like it's crazy. I had so much shit, and I got rid of all this shit, man. Like,
Oh yeah, this is a hype shoe that I never
That's a
understood.
great-
Hype.
what is that?
The Barclays, man.
Oh, the Godzillas.
These came out the day these released for us. I lived 2 blocks from my job. I was walking and I saw the line of people, and I'm like, what the? Like, and the thing is, though, majority of the people waiting in line were regulars. Like, I knew everybody waiting, and I yelled from across the street, "What is this? 2006? Why are we waiting for?" Oh, the
I
Barclays.
literally-
I'm like, you know, I only got a
I
case of
literally
Barclays, right?
I literally walked in the store and like that was when my daughter was little. I don't know, when that day comes for you, Rez. But like when my daughter was little, she was like spoiled with shoes. I remember I had a picture. She had like the 12 Masters, the Mellow 12s,
Mm-hmm.
the with the white with the powder blue, which were PEs of his. The fucking what is it? That was the same year they came out with the Bread 12s.
Reimagined ones.
What is that, the tips.
No, this is a reimagined
Yeah.
ones.
Reimagined ones.
This is the
the royal ones.
the royal ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the ones that are getting ready to drop soon.
Yeah,
they dropped last Saturday. This is me.
Right.
This
They
is me.
still. That's crazy that they still have like they're still sitting.
I remember
Yeah, they
when
are. They are.
the
Not a-
Olympic.
I'm not a fan of suede.
I'm not a fan of suede either, man. Like I have suede shoes, but
Not that
Here's
shoe.
one-
even with the satin breads, like they
Here's one
still
thing I
have
found
some
out,
colors
though.
in too.
Here's one thing I found out. Shout out to wear testers about it. It's that apparently this is Jordan Brand's incentive when it comes to OG colorways with the ones. They're gonna give them a twist. They're not gonna release like OG style at all. That's why the bands were patent leather 2 years ago. That's what the Chicago's were lost and found. That's what these are freaking suede. They're gonna give them a twist because they're designating the OG colorways to a different cut that they're calling the Air Jordan 1 High OG 85 cut, which is closer to the original cut.
That's what they did
And
with
those
the
are gonna be
Dortmund.
then those are gonna be limited as well. So you're not gonna see those as much either, which
That's what they're doing with the metallic burgundy ones, the ones that are coming out. They're supposed
because
to
it's
be,
an OG color, it's the high cut 85.
and
Those
they're
are
gonna do
be
the high
hard
cut
as
80.
fuck to get.
That's gonna be that's
I don't
gonna
know.
resell for
My
sure.
wife will probably get lucky because she spends too much goddamn money on the sneakers app and gets
I was gonna
early
say she may be
access.
the lucky one.
There's
that wins
only
the
2 more
sneakers.
pairs that I want for the rest.
No, that
remainder
was
of the
like
year.
you. What is it? I think what the Neapolitans come out next week. She's already had them for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, nah, I'm good with that.
She
It's
literally, she got the early access, bought them, left to Chicago for some stuff for school.
Reimagined black cements are to me they're okay. Like,
But they're doing
I'm
the
getting those.
reimagine are supposed to be like supposedly like the same material as Lost and Found, whereas like the
No.
material is supposed to bleed.
That's right there.
That's
That's
not
a bad
equal.
habit. When you have this reimagined shit, like just give us the original shit.
No. See, that's the thing. People think
That's a bad
reimagining
habit.
means old style or worn looking. No, reimagining is the twist they're giving it to the shoe. Like those Band 1 patent leathers, that's the first reimagine. Then you had the Lost and Founds. Then you had the 3 cements. Then you have these
What
royal.
what
blue.
about like the KOs and the low tops?
Well, the KOs, those are basically the KOs are originally released back in the. That was like a step down shoe back in the day. That was an original release back then. That was like a step down shoe. That was like the equivalent of a Jordan team shoe today.
Yeah, you know what,
That's
you guys. You know what? Fuck it. Just stick to mids.
What's crazy is there is a couple of mids that Jordan actually wore on court.
Yeah, I know.
The Chicago's.
You
The
wore a
plus
mid?
the release-
For the Chicago?
Pros. Jordan never wore a high top after he broke his foot. He never wore a high top
I
after he broke his
I
foot.
did not know that. That's something.
The ones
new.
that he wore against the Celtics, those are basically customized dunks at that point. So
That's true.
yeah, those are
Yeah,
customized.
he got some
1.5s.
he got some mids that he wore.
Yeah.
What up?
You noticed the Jordans
Can
never were.
you take the focus off of me, please? I'm a little uncomfortable right now with my bald ass head.
Oh,
Here, you want to borrow my hat?
Hang on.
You can wear this. Wear a champion hat.
There's an
What?
there's an
The
apology.
champion hat.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, son, we beat the
Oh,
Flyers.
that's right. You guys are winning the chip this year.
Fuck yeah, all we need is one win, bro.
Let's get
Hey
an
man,
actual
all I gotta
chip
say
this
about
year.
that is fuck David Quinn.
I don't have any teams that won championships recently. I can't fucking reach any. Hang on,
Dude,
I gotta
you
back
know-
out for
you
a
know what's
second. My
sad-
phone,
you know what's sad? What's fucking sad is that your GM Mike Greer had to literally fucking tell the organization, like, yo, if this shit continues, people are gonna lose their jobs. Like, he fucking threatened. That's how bad the Sharks are. You had to fucking threaten your organization to win this fucking game. That's like crazy to me.
That's pretty.
Yo, where'd
yeah,
he go? What the fuck?
That's pretty effed up. Probably the signal's not very good.
Probably doing that.
Yeah, but that's a bad habit. Also, here you go. Here's another one. I'm known as when I was in the 90s in my job, I was jersey guy. And I jokingly said when I started this job a year ago, first day, well, technically my second day, first official day of training, first day we went to help another store out because they had like piles upon piles of shipment that they couldn't fulfill. So we kind of cleared that out. But the first official day of training for me, I showed up in my white Saquon Barkley because I asked my manager, I'm like, what's the dress code? She goes, well, as long as it's not offensive. I'm like, so I can wear jerseys? It's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. And it's to the point where my current district manager calls me jersey guy.
Oh shit, we got the 12 rolling up on Uncle Lou right now. He's about to get arrested.
Yeah, that's the downside of
No,
living
you know what's the
downtown,
bad
man.
habit where people get on you. You know, you can't wear Adidas with Nikes. Can't wear Nikes
I
with
just had that
Adidas on your
conversation
feet.
yesterday.
I don't give a shit anymore. I wear freaking Van socks with Jordans, bro. That's how much I don't give a fuck no more.
I know. One time, somebody in the bitch and Ness group, the Mitchell and Ness group, yeah, because for a while there, like when that group first started, that's all dudes did on there was complain one way or another. They complained about something, the not enough sales, not enough off on the sale, like.
I mean, they still doing that to this day. What you mean?
No, and he was like, "Wow." One dude was like, "Wearing Vans with a jersey is wild," and I just was like, "Yo."
Who the
I'm
fuck said
like,
that?
yeah, some dude. I don't know. Some.
People bugging, bro. Like, who gives a fuck what you wear, bro? Like,
See, when it comes to brands, like when it comes to mixing brands, like I can't help it, especially being a Jersey guy. I can't help that 3 of the 4 leagues wear Nike. So it's not my no.
I mean, like,
Sorry, can't help
you know
it.
what people too, like a lot of people what people say is they like, oh, you can't be wearing fucking an Allen Iverson jersey with Jordans, or like if a basketball player has a signature sneaker, they're like, you have to wear that sneaker
Man,
with
fuck
that.
all that nonsense.
The bad habit is finding any Jordan colorway to match with every fucking jersey in your collection. Jordan didn't wear all them jerseys. Just to tell people, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, why are you coming at my neck, bro? Damn, I'm just chilling here trying to live my
No,
life.
I'm just saying because some dudes just like, oh, and I like for me, it's like I tell people I don't give a fuck about shoes. If I did, my shoe collection would look just like my jersey collection. But I don't care about hats. I don't care about shoes.
If I happen to have them combined, I will purposely do that. I will purposely, like, I have a 97, 98 Jordan jersey. I wear my 13s with it. Sure, that's fine. But it's not permanently attached to those shoes.
No, it's like, oh, you got the checkerboard Sacramento Kings. Oh, I got the purple 12s that just came out. Like Jordan didn't wear a King jersey.
Yeah, no. You can match the color. If you can match,
you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
when it comes to Jordan 1s, I'm guilty because I have like literally.
No, I know. I'm just saying some people just go so overboard like with it.
I purposely bought UNC ones for North Carolina jerseys.
I'd say probably for all of us, the bad habit is Team Jordans, Jumpmans are a no.
Don't forget the mids. Mids are a no go as well.
No, but the biggest look, 6 rings are basically, if you're on the West Coast, they call them Mexican mics because that's who's gonna be wearing them. Yeah, Mexican mics is what they be like. Oh, what up? Like it's either those or like the there was a 05, 06. Remember when they were doing like the fucking Air Force One Jordan mashup shits?
Yeah.
I mean, yo.
But I'm just saying in general, there's a difference. It's like, oh, I go in the store. I'm like, oh, don't. If it don't got a number, we don't get them. Like that's if it doesn't have a number, we don't get them.
That's why I only try to mess with freaking with OG colorways now, because like I mean there's an exception obviously with newer stock, like newer colorways, because some of them are dope, but like for me,
you still gotta get those Skyline ones, bro.
No, I'm not getting those. Shut up! I'm not getting those Skyline. I don't need any more pairs of Jordan 1s. I'm good.
But I'm telling you that shoe with that right underneath that poster, you get a little platform for it, bro. Chef's kiss.
I got my black coat. I don't need those Skyline ones.
That was like, what was it? Bad habit is my wife knows how good I am at finding jerseys, so now I have to use it to find shoes that she wants.
Yep.
Oh no!
She's like, you can find whatever jersey
bro,
you're looking for.
Because I used to wear my jerseys to work all the time. People like, hey man, I really want something. Can you like find me something? I'm like, bro, fucking, I know how to find shit for me. Like, I'm not trying to find shit for everybody else. And on top of that, now because I wear my fucking sneakers all the time, like people are like, yo, can you help me find those? I'm like, you ain't willing to pay what they're gonna cost you. I'm lucky I got these for fucking retail.
I have had customers come with jerseys for me to legit check them at work.
Yo, that happened while I was at the Metro Nest store one time. No lie. This
That's
was the
crazy.
year when Kansas City went to the Super Bowl the first time.
against
Oh,
us.
in San Francisco.
2019 or 20.
When they were getting ready, like the game, it was the day of. It just the game hadn't. The dude called into the store, and the guy that was working, he no longer worked there. My friend Matt was like, "Yo, you want to take this call? This dude wants to know if he has a jersey or not." And I was like, "Oh, well, the jersey wound up being fake, but I didn't tell the dude."
I know.
Mm.
Sometimes I see customers walk into my job with obvious.
Yeah, that's a bad habit. I'll be with my
Yeah.
wife. Sometimes she'll be like,
Oh
"Is
no!
that fake?
Listen.
Is that
I'm gonna
fake?
make this tell, I keep my mouth shut.
Is
I'm gonna
that
make-
fake?"
Is
I'm
your-
gonna sell
Yeah,
sneakers.
that's the thing though. People don't take that kind of news very well. They'll ask you, they'll go out of their way to ask you, and then you tell them like the truth, and they're like, "Fuck you, man." That's a
Is
bad
your-
habit. Is telling people the truth as far as their jerseys are concerned.
Is your wife only into Jordans, or is she into like other sneakers too?
She's
Does she wear like Yeezys or Vans or like other
New
shit? Or
Balances.
no, she likes 97 Air Maxes. So
Yeah.
so she
Classic.
likes
You know what?
those, and then
Look-
she likes to spend money on red bottom, so Louboutins, so
Is
that's
she,
like her.
is she like a grade school size? Like at least you could at least alleviate some of
No,
the
my
pain.
wife has a pretty big feet for a woman.
Oh,
So.
like size like what 10 and up.
Yeah,
Oh,
like a woman's 10. So
Women's 10. Yeah, that's a
That's
9.5.
8.5
Oh,
men's.
that's a 8.5 men's. Yeah.
Damn. So she's getting that good ass quality then on the shoes.
Yeah, no shit. You know what? Here's a bad habit that fucking Jordan Brand and Nike are doing. They're releasing all the best fucking colorways and women exclusive sizes. Fuck that shit. That's annoying.
No, it ain't. That just means that you get to save money and you don't have to
No,
buy
no.
it.
You know how bad I want those fucking Neapolitan 11s? Those things are fucking fire, bro. And I can't
had
get them.
$100 for every time I heard it on my job.
Why? Because they don't have a big enough size for you. They don't have extended sizes.
Exactly. I hate that they don't. That like some of the best, like the fucking the satin bread ones. I want those. I can't get them.
No, you don't
That's
want
the
those.
problem. Nike and Jordan Brand, they keep the extended sizes and the women's colorways for their own
This
app.
is the bad.
They don't-
The
they
one
don't send them
weekend
at
where I
retail. It sucks because I always get those questions every time there's a women's exclusive. It sucks, but Nike, they hog all the good sizes. I'm sorry. It's
They
just
do.
how
I
it
mean,
is.
they know. At the end of the day, they know what they're doing. They obviously own. They're a fucking global conglomerate in the sneaker.
Fucking.
By the way,
multi-billion-dollar corporation.
you heard about them suing like freaking New Balance, right? And all these.
yeah, the New Balance and
It's crazy.
Skechers and who else?
Didn't they
No, that
just
was
sue
it.
Bape again recently too?
Yeah,
No,
they
I
did.
think
For the Bapesta.
they settled with that dude Key that was making like he had the lightning bolts.
Oh, Cool Kai. Yeah, Kai.
Yeah,
That's the guy that made the
Kai
sport.
and the other dude. Well, he went to jail. Omi and the Hellcat. That was the other
Yeah,
dude
yeah.
that basically worked with Cool Kai, and they.
Women kicks this year in the past week.
The one time where my skills came in handy, my wife had been looking for gold toes, but
Yeah.
the original, the one, not the energies, which have the different,
Yeah.
How
there's
would
two
you feel
different
about a pair
runs
of
of.
these?
What is that?
These are the new
Oh,
96
no.
that just came out.
And then the same.
Look at my fucking collection. My fucking A, bro. I used to have the whole fucking set here, bro. I was a fucking fiend, bro.
I mean, you low key were a fiend.
And then that was the same weekend that the Swarovski 97s dropped.
Oh shit.
That was the first time when she asked me for help on sneakers, and I understood the frustration of what you shoe heads go through. I was literally on my phone, like looking. I'm like, all right, when 7 o'clock gets here, because we're on the West Coast, I'll be ready. 7 o'clock sold out. I was like, what the fuck?
Bro, get the fuck out of here.
Bro, I'm like,
I can't believe you. Oh my
I'm slapping
god.
the shit out of myself.
And
right
then
here.
the crazy thing is, I was going to Vegas to take my daughter home. There's a dude selling gold toes. He only wanted like $250, so my wife was like, buy him. And then as I'm driving back, I know I'm gonna be going through like part of the LA area, like Riverside County. And there's a dude selling the fucking Swarovski 97s. He just wants his money back. So essentially retail. And my
Yeah.
wife's like, get him.
There's
Yeah,
a
so
lot.
she has 2 out of the 3 pair of 97 Swarovskis that they released. The gold ones and the blue silver ones that were the last ones that they released.
These are the next ones coming out.
Yeah, I want those.
The
I'm
navy.
cool.
Oh, those
I
the
want the
midnight.
olives. No.
The
I
21
see.
vibes? Yeah.
Nah, I
remember-
want the Ama Meniere ones. The fucking the.
I thought you said it was only grade school.
No, I
What?
said they were only women's, but like I've got like I commented on like some page or whatever. I'm like, yo, are these coming out in extended sizes? And I had like 5 people say that they're coming out in extended sizes.
When do those come out?
Early
Uh,
next year, I think.
yeah, I think they're coming out this month.
Is it?
Oh, don't say
I
I
think
that.
so.
I want the
I think
olive.
I think it's
the
like
green
20 the
vibes.
22nd.
Oh, right before. Okay.
Don't say
Right
that,
before
bro.
Thanksgiving.
The only pairs that I was trying to get this for the remainder of the year were
Hey,
the
we're
Fear
sold out,
Threes
man.
and the Gratitude.
The
fucking
gratitude
DMV.
11.
The DMP 11s.
I have to look at them. I have to be one of those. Like I have to hold them on hand to make a decision.
Even for like next year, because I was looking at the list for next year as well. The only sneakers that really caught my attention were the military fours, but then I got word that they're fucking releasing the Galaxy Foamposites again. I'm like,
Yep.
Yeah,
and they're doing the Skate All Stars. Fuck.
they're doing
Bro,
the
I
blue.
try honestly. I never got into the foam posits. Like I never even tried them on. Like I didn't really like them. I tried them on, bro. They're so fucking uncomfortable.
The foams.
Yeah.
I mean, they're a durable ass shoe. They're heavy, bro.
I don't give a fuck if they're durable. I'm worried about whether or not my feet are gonna hurt.
Especially the newer ones. The newer ones are like really.
The last pair I owned for the foams was the metallic reds.
Yeah, the newer ones are. We have like the I guess they're called the gray atmosphere.
No.
Like the gray pattern.
Yeah,
on it.
the thing with the foams too is that the more you wear them, the more they morph like to fit your feet. So they're gonna be uncomfortable.
I tried them on I tried them out in the sneaker store. I walked around through like 10 steps. I'm like, dude, these things are so fucking
I
uncomfortable.
remember what was it? The last phones I remember dropping were when I was buying stuff for my kids was what they call them, the Yeezys, those like gray red ones.
I had them. I
Wow.
just saw my picture with them too.
That's been a while.
That was back when military. I used to be able to get
Yeah, that's fine.
No, they had not those ones. There was gray. It was like a gray color. It was basically the same, but it was like a gray with the red.
I don't know.
I don't have my. I'm using my phone too.
Yeah.
But I remember.
Yo, you're fucking. That's your phone. That camera's fucking immaculate, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I like to keep my screen clean.
My shit's all greased on my face and shit.
But I'll be getting on people because I use an iPhone, and like earlier today at work, because I'm back at the Amazon slave ship. I mean, I enjoy it. I like delivering packages. I make good money because I know I got little like tricks to make my day go by quicker.
Yeah.
So like, I don't even be working that hard, and I still be coming back before people. And it's just like, and I be walking. I know y'all seen Amazon workers, and they're like, package. Like the only time I'm running is if I see a dog get loose. Outside of that,
Yeah, I remember having the Royal Foamposites. They were fucking comfy.
Yeah,
but
it's just the material they're using. They're cheaper.
They're a heavy. Yeah, they're a heavy shoe for sure. And I remember they're a more comfortable shoe, but I know they morph.
Did you ever hear like Bibby talk about them? Like he just wanted the shoe because they hadn't released it, and he was like, I don't even know how I played in them motherfuckers when I was in Arizona. Because he's like, when I got into the league and I tried, he's like, I can't even ball in them shits anymore. He's like, they hurt my
I don't
feet.
even know how Penny and shit were able to ball in them shits, bro.
Speaking of pennies,
What is that?
Uh,
What color is that? Is that?
Mini ones. I call them Christmas because of like that green on them.
Oh, that's dope.
that's
Yeah.
fire. I like that.
We just got these in this week.
I'm rocking with my Green Ranger shirt.
There you go.
Nah,
Yeah,
bro.
that's a bad
That's some
idea.
fucking Celtic shit, bro.
You could wear this with a classic Oakland A's jersey. What are you talking about?
Or
Yeah,
Notre
you can
Dame.
wear, you
There
can
you
wear
go.
that with your fucking size 52 Larry Bird.
There you go.
Stop giving me fucking ideas, son. I already have the freaking green, lucky green ones. I don't need more green shoes, bro.
Yeah, my wife has those 11s and 1s are her favorite, like Jordan shoes.
I'm a
11s and
sucker for
1s.
ones. I don't.
Bro, I love ones, and ones were my favorite for a long time, but I've been on a big time fucking threes kick right now. I fucking love threes.
Threes are yeah, they're one of my favorites too. But
You know
I
what?
used to
You know
hate
what
on-
though? Honestly, I find Jordan ones actually to be pretty comfortable, but I got like flat feet, so like they're made for me.
That's mainly why.
The
And
newer Jordan ones are definitely comfortable. The older ones.
I've heard people saying that they refuse to fucking wear them. They're so uncomfortable. I'm like, dude, honestly, like I'm like Rez. You walked around Boston. You know how shitty our streets are. Fucking like I can walk around in Boston with fucking ones on, and I'm good to go.
damn.
With ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I don't
remember
know.
I walked to work, so I got
I
have
wore-
a shoe.
I mean, I literally was wearing my fucking Yeezy 500s to Fenway because there was no way my fucking feet were gonna survive that next day when we went to the hall.
Yeah.
Oh, Rez, get back in the ring light, bro. You're looking haggard right now.
All right, hold up. I had to plug my laptop back in the charger. That's why.
Fuck your laptop.
No, fool! You better put some respect on my laptop.
I'm sorry. I'll put some respect on Loon.
Oh, I don't know if you guys ever
How's
know
that? How's
this.
that?
This is a bad habit of mine.
You good?
Useless facts. Because I wore these yesterday to work.
Up tempos.
Up tempos.
Man, yo, what's up with them making slides now? I'm like, man, see now
We
y'all just
sold them and they sold out. They actually
the
were a
fuck?
thing. Yo, that's a chancla. Listen, growing up in my household, that's a chancla that I would be thrown at. I wouldn't be here right now. That's assault.
Yeah, I was gonna say those things are heavy as fuck. You get
That's
fucked
assault.
up
That's
with
basically
that.
the bottom of this shit right here. No,
these are
but
officially my work shoes now, dude, because I can't fucking go an 8-hour day without wearing something comfortable now.
Yeah.
so the useless fact of the day. Again, this is one of my bad habits because some of these customers are like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just buying sneakers. Scottie Pippen did not like the big bubble on these shoes.
Well, Scottie Pippen is a paragon of virtue, so like we're gonna take his word as gospel.
Well, no, but he kind of explains like the Pippen ones and on. Pippen ones and on, they were Zoom Air. They were not Max Air. His shoes were actually Zoom Air versus the Max Air. So I wish they actually released that. They did like a Zoom Air version of Up Tempo, like a PE with his logo on it, maybe just to throw a bone at the fucking poor guy. That would be kind of cool to have. But yeah, those fucking Up Tempo slides, dude. We had 3 colorways of that fucking shoe or sandal. We had the black and white like them. We had the white and black, and we had like remember the red with the black patent leather Up Tempo that released a few years ago.
I think so.
We had them in a slide.
Oh Jesus.
And they sold out, dude. I can't even understand.
Yo, Rivalry, watch out, man. That's fucking Rez's boy.
Yeah,
Look,
man.
I'll show you. Look, you
Michael
talk about
was-
color. This is another pair of my
Oh,
wife's.
those are
Like,
nice.
Oh, those are pretty sweet.
Those are nice. I like those.
See, thing is,
she didn't
Jordan
even wear
Brand-
these.
Wow.
Those are the supercharged, right?
Yeah, those are dope.
Yeah.
Here's what Jordan
then-
Brand's schedule is when it comes to 11s. People
Air
don't
Maxes.
think about it.
So the Golden Bullet fucking 97,
That would
bro.
go-
Those are
Yeah.
nice.
No,
That
these
would
is
go
the,
really good with a 49.
no, these is the no. They're
Those
just
are Golden
Swarovski
Bullets with the dazzle,
joints.
though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they come with a little shoe bag, and then yeah. So she,
Thing is, though, they released a regular Golden Bullet for men's, though.
I know. She, The
And that's
only
on-
other
on sale.
97s that she's looking for right now is the undefeated, the black ones.
Yeah. So I know those are on sale right now in our store for like I think 130.
No, not the ones. The 97
No,
undefeated.
that's what I'm saying. The
Well, in the
97s,
Gucci
the Go
color.
Bullet. The Go Bullet
Oh.
97s in our store, the men's ones, I think they're on sale for like 130, 140. So I think
Pretty sure you can go to the outlet and get them for like $85. So
I know. Plus I get 30% on my shoes.
Yeah.
So,
oh, you
Yeah,
son of a
flexing
bitch.
right there. Come on, bro.
You know what
Yeah.
the fuck? You know
I
what?
don't
Kick
get
Uncle Lou off. All right, I don't like him right now.
listen, I don't. The downside is I don't get them on new releases. Like I gotta pay full price for these. We don't get the discount on new releases for 2 weeks, and the Jordans release the Jordans sit for 2 weeks. There's exceptions, but OG colorway Jordans sit for 2 weeks. No.
Do you guys have Burgundy 5 still in the store, in your store?
Yeah, we do. I think we have like a last pair left. I think we have like a 12 left.
I want the olive green 5s that are coming.
Those
Ooh,
are fire.
next year.
I like those.
Those are coming out next year.
Yeah.
I know.
Isn't there a green 4 coming out later this month too?
Yeah, Green Glow.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, that's next year. The Green Glow
Is that next year?
Jordan ones.
No, there's another Jordan 4 coming out. That's like
Yeah, you're talking about the it's kind of like a camo.
yeah.
Oh
It's
wait.
an olive-
Are you talking about the olive crafts or whatever?
the
Yeah,
olives,
I don't
yeah.
That
know.
bullshit.
That looks like that shit came straight from a swamp.
That's the end of the month. You'll
No,
be
I call those the Shrek Forest.
surprised. Oh my god, I forget it. That's exactly what I'm gonna call them. Holy shit. That's exactly what I'm gonna call them.
That's
The
what they
Shrek.
I
are.
gotta go save
great.
my ass.
I've got to have some nice shoes on
The
first.
Shrek shoes. Did you guys ever see those Crocs?
Don't get me started on Crocs.
There's a Shrek.
No, they came out with Shrek Crocs.
Oh
Yeah,
my
they got. You can
Yeah,
make it
ears
look
and
like
everything.
Shrek. Yeah.
I'm done.
Aren't they coming out with? They came out with the Lightning McQueens. Now they're gonna make the Mater Crocs
Yeah,
too.
they did the Maters. They're reissuing the Mater.
Oh,
They're
okay.
reissuing those.
It's a fucking
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that we get asked. You got Crocs? I'm like, nope.
That's a
I
bad.
thought about getting the. They did Demon Slayer. That's one of my favorite animes to watch right now.
Yeah.
But they only really went all out on one shoe, which was Tanjiro, like the main character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes the budget man doesn't allow that shit.
One of the colorways that's dropping next year too, I kind of want, but I think they're only a women's size. Are those 14s? You guys see those? They're kind of like
Oh, the
Look,
whatchamacallit.
she don't need one. She needs both. Low
You got the
tops,
high end of
high
those?
tops.
because I have the black toe high tops and I have the low tops, so I'm guilty. And I have the bread high.
Well, aren't the lows that came out? Those came out in spring.
And then,
no?
of course, these.
The
Yeah.
gold toes. Yep.
Yeah,
Those are
I
nice.
wear those.
her-
I swap my laces on those. Yeah, those
Those
are
are
clean.
nice.
Ooh.
See, my problem with those is though, like they're a beautiful shoe, but I hate the fact that like it's all fucking suede and it gets ruined so easily.
They have to,
I
Just
like,
think
don't wear
I've
'em in
only
the
seen
ring.
her wear it. Like, you can literally. She's
put a
barely.
sticker on it.
Yeah, those are basically still crispy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are basically very near desktop at this
Yeah,
point.
she
Straight up.
she complains. She complains. I don't ever wear my shoes. She does, but then she's like, "Oh, I don't ever wear my shoes. I shouldn't buy more." But then she continues to buy more
Yeah.
and more.
Yeah.
Like the last 6 months, she got the green ones. She got what is it? I call them the aged pandas. They came out with pandas with just the
Oh
aged
yeah,
sole.
yeah. And the black is shiny on them, right?
Yeah, she got
Yeah.
those. She got the red and white dunks. She got the Neapolitan 11s. Earlier, I think she's never even worn them because what happened is she was trying to help her friend. So the patina ones.
Oh yeah,
Those,
yeah.
So
I like
she
those a
doesn't.
lot.
St. John.
She doesn't because she doesn't want to get a text from her friend and be like, "Oh, what the fuck? You ain't tell me you got those." So
Yeah.
she doesn't wear them. She has them. She likes them, but she doesn't wear them because she don't want to take a. Usually, she shows off her shoes.
Yeah.
So she got the
By the way,
the Black Thunders, which you had. She
Yeah.
got the red ones, the fours. Like she's gotten so many
I
shoes.
don't have those. I don't.
I'm gonna state this here, and for people currently and on the live right now. If you do need a shoe that's available online on our website, I do get the discount code to use my discount on them. It just depends if it's a new, unless it's a new release. For
DM
example.
me. Yeah, DM me your code because I have some GRs that I want for
Yeah.
discounted price. I need some sevens.
Well, we finna get Uncle Lou fired real quick. He's gonna be like, "Why the fuck
Well,
do you have
I don't think you
27
wanna-
orders?"
I don't
that's
think you
the
wanna
thing.
pay
I get a
for-
budget every month.
Well,
when it
that
comes
budget's
to-
about to be filled if you put that publicly.
I'm just saying, just for if you ever need it, and if you ever need it, that's basically it. You know, that's
I don't. Yeah, nah. Like I
I
would
limit that very. I'm very careful with my discount, mostly because a lot of my coworkers, they use it all the time for their own shit, or their family shit, or their friends shit. I don't, because if I can't afford to buy something, I ain't fucking buying it.
Yep.
So that's what bit me in the ass in those 12s. So
You know what? That's crazy because like when I got the cherry 12s in my area, they were sitting. I don't know if they're
Yep.
sitting now because I haven't
no,
been
they're
to
not. No, nowhere online. Like I even check on our website to try to
I'm
get
pretty
them.
sure.
My
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
Her favorite
those are nice.
nines.
Those are nice.
Oh, man,
Oh, I
yeah,
love
nines are underrated, man.
Nines are comfortable. Nines
Yeah,
are very
they're very
comfortable.
I love the way they hug your feet too with that
Mhm.
in sock liner.
Yeah, I didn't like the silhouette when I was younger, but I think the nines.
There's
were
only
better.
one pair of nines I want. And it's the one that the Space Jam ones that he wore in the movie. That's the
Yeah.
only pair I want. Let me get them. Use your discount on them.
Oh well, they haven't released. When's the last time those released though?
That was back when the Space Jam or the Monster Mash 11.
2016. Yeah, because I got them from my friend, the
Came out.
sneakerhead. I got them from him.
Yeah,
I bought.
I had a pair and I got rid of them, which I regret.
I got mine's are starting to look. Mine's are starting to look a little worse for wear now because I wore them a lot during training last year, and I was walking from my brother's apartment all the way to the mall there. So it's like basically the equivalent of like 6 blocks each way at the time because I couldn't even at the time afford a bus ticket.
Kilroy's. I totally forgot about the Johnny Kilroy.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I wish it would release those, man. And not only that, Nike has a contract with the NBA. Do a Johnny Kilroy Bulls jersey. That would be the fucking bomb.
Damn.
Jordan ain't gonna allow that shit.
No.
I
Jordan
think-
can be like, Veto, fuck y'all.
Yeah, well, I mean, considering the fact that they released the Wizard 3s. And
those sad.
Yet he doesn't allow Mitchell Ness to do Wizard freaking Jordan jerseys. Like, what the fuck?
Because he's not making nearly as much money on the fucking Wizards jersey as he is on the fucking Jordan 3s.
And then like the shit that happened with him in the organization didn't.
Yeah, the Wizard is the colorway is kind of because they released. I had one to raffle for him, but they did the copper 17s, which he wore during his time as a Wizard.
Yeah, these were also he wore these as a Wizard as well. They were essentially
they were PE back in like 2003.
Yeah, they were the true blues, except the red parts are copper. That was the main difference, and the Jumpman Air on the back. So that's another reason why they sat for a little bit because a lot of old sneakerheads were like, well, those have Nike Air on the back. I'm like, motherfucker, he had Jordan Air on the back of his.
That was gonna be my question for Rez and Uncle Lou and I guess Nostalgia Boy, even though he's not as much. Do you think that they should just put Nike Air on everything, or should they just keep it to the OG colorways?
OG colorways, just to differentiate, because I know the newer sneakers don't understand.
No, but imagine those Fear 3s with the orange Nike Air on the back. Oh, that would be so gas.
But they're being extended.
Are they gonna, no, they're not gonna have the swoosh, are they?
No, they're gonna have it's gonna be the Jordan Air, but like imagine if it had the Nike Air on it.
That shit would be fire.
They're being relaxed with that a little bit because they've been doing those with
because those are beautiful.
I have those.
They're doing I think Jordan 3 crafts, and like it's like a dual logo, like it has the Jumpman Air, but it's see-through, and they have the Nike on the leather underneath it.
Yeah, they did another pair like that like a few years ago as well. Because one of my regulars actually had them on the other day. They were like black and white. It's almost
And also the J Balvin 3s that just came out, they had the Nike Air on
but they have
one of them.
relaxed that a little bit compared to how it
And
used
the
to be.
DJ
But
I think a lot of the collab stuff now they're doing that, like the DJ
That's
Khaled
what it
5s. They
That's
have
what
they have the Nike Air on the back of the right shoe.
they keep it on the collabs a lot more compared to like alternate colorways of the shoes.
Yeah.
So that's
Like
you know
I got the dark iris 3s, and I'm telling you, if fucking those things had a purple Nike Air on the back, like those would be my favorite 3s by far.
do you think they will sell more if they were like that though?
Yeah, realistically, yeah, because
It works, though.
People love that Nike Air.
So these are the playoffs.
Oh, the 45? Yes, they are. 95
No,
playoffs.
those are the Monster Mash 11s. Get it right.
Mash. We're going back to the Halloween episode now.
Oh, those are dope.
Those are nice.
You know which ones I liked was the
Are those like the win? Aren't those the win
What
like
were those
82?
called?
What do you were called? I think like win like 82.
Yeah.
they're like the Jordan 11 lows, like the snakeskin, but they were green. What was the name on those?
Yeah, they did green and pink back in the
Yeah,
day.
it was the paint Jordan man was the jump man was pink, right?
Was it pink?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't it a pack? Originally it was a pack
No,
back
no,
in the day.
It came out they released it on its own. What was the name of it though? Like
They did like 3 years ago. I know
The
this year.
snake-
I think they
they
did
did
the
the
yellow
pa-
ones, the gold ones this year. I think, if I remember correctly, because we didn't get them.
Yeah, they did.
No, what they need to
A lot of
do
my
is
coworkers were upset. A couple of the ladies that work with me were upset because
they need to re-release the citrus low ones. I mean 11s. The white with the orange bottoms.
Oh
the low.
yeah.
the snake low. There you go.
The
Yeah,
thing
I'm
is,
like-
though, I think
right.
I think another thing that Jordan Brand's gonna do now, they're gonna start releasing original low colorways into mids, like they did with the
Hi,
cherry.
Mrs. Rez.
You can't wear that Lakers thing in here.
Yo.
You finna get a chocolate upside your head. You keep talking like that.
Thank
And
God
then
she
the
doesn't
more
have
recent-
tempo slides.
Oh,
Are those the ones from 2018?
No, this is the most recent release that they.
you can tell by
Oh,
the pattern.
2019. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
The cut is high.
Yeah. I like
I
those.
never got that pair. Like because I still have my 2012 pair, and
My wife couldn't find a good pair, so when she was thinking, well, that's what I was telling you, where people were gonna do like the dirty breads, you find the other ones, and then basically get this shit.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, you paint the white black,
But then when she saw that these were dropping, I got her a pair, she got a pair. She just resold the pair that I won for her, and then kept. My wife just keeps one shoe.
When did the 11s come out originally? 95, right? Was it 94?
October
Yeah, 95. Yeah.
95, yeah.
The Concourse were released October 95, and I think the Columbias came out around also weekend 96, because that's how I bought my pair. And those came out in March of 96, because I bought them on release day as well. Well, wearing the Columbias, that wasn't a sneaker thing then. So the Foot Locker guy looked at me like I had 3 heads. When I'm walking into Foot Locker, Puerto Rico, fucking buying, those playoff 11s while wearing Columbias.
I could never get into the Columbia 11s and the Anniversary 11s. It's too much white for me.
The Columbias I had, it was one of those deals then. It was like, that was the only choice I had at the time. I wanted the Concords, and they weren't Concords in my size. This is going to the Sports Authority and seeing that freaking wooden table full of freaking Jordan shoes. You're not going to see that ever again. So, just trying
I
to.
don't know, man. I'm telling you, the hype on Jordans is starting to die a little bit. Because like a lot of pairs coming out recently are sitting, bro. Like I could probably go
outside of OG colorway.
I have a theory about that. I think the reason why they're sitting is because Jordan Brand keeps raising the retail price on them every year.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean,
it's not only that. I feel it's also because resellers are losing money because certain shoes are breaking. Because at the end of the day, the one complaint I've seen is the shoe community like, why are we paying resale? So a lot of motherfuckers like, I'll just sit, and then sometimes you'll see like there'll be a restock. So then they
Yep.
take a hit because there's a restock, and people just like, yeah, I'll just wait till.
Jordan Retro's barely ever restock though. That's a gamble to begin with, and
But some
only
people
that,
rather
it's the fact that
gamble
shoes
to
release
pay
every weekend.
retail than to
Yep.
pay resale.
I think a lot of people now are taking the attitude like, if I can't get it for retail, I'm just gonna take the L on it.
That's
That
me.
and the fact, like I said,
That's
there's
me.
That's definitely
And
me. Like,
that's
those
what,
those
Hey,
weed
Chelsea,
SBs I got, if those weren't for retail, I was not buying them today.
This is the pair I'm talking about.
okay, yeah.
But it's a woman's shoe. That's why I was
Is
like,
it like
they're
a
damn.
doing like
Oh,
it.
I thought you said
No,
11. That's why I
they're
was like,
supposed
is
to
it,
be silver. Aren't the new ones that are coming out silver? It's supposed to be
Yeah.
like metallic
Well,
silver.
yeah, this comes out next year, but it's like a metallic. That part, the midsole's like silver. But
Yeah.
yo, how far would this shit be with a Sharks jersey? I'm just saying, bro. That shit.
My
I mean,
first
it'd be
my
extra
first
fire if the
pair of
Sharks were like,
Jordans that
decent.
I bought
Bro,
were
we won.
14s.
That's all that matters. Shut up.
The main reason, another main reason, like I said, coming from somebody who's literally watched all these shoes come through in the last year, another reason I think they're sitting is also it's mostly non-OG colorways that sit.
Non-OG colorways. That's it. You said.
Yes, there's exceptions, like the UNC toes. They moved. The ones those move quickly.
Yeah, those
The
sold out.
Thunder Forwards.
Not out here, man. Fucking like I've walked into the Foot Locker that I go to every once in a while, and they had a few pairs.
Yeah, and also I think it's the fact that these drops release every
Yep.
weekend.
And they're dropping
Oh.
they're dropping ones like every other week.
How
Fucking
many pairs do we get? Like, how many releases do we get?
Well, I'd also have to say some people were getting stuff early, because that Memphis location was getting robbed fucking
Yeah.
blind.
Yeah.
So like cherries were coming out, like whatever shoe they were, they were, but they also affected other shoes. I think with that last robbery that happened in Memphis, it was the Cherry 11s, and then what was it? That dude that recently passed in LA, those
the
dunks.
born and raised.
The born and raised.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not only that, also gotta remember too. What's another reason? I they're raising the prices on shoes, and I don't know, man. It's just it's like the same problem we're having with the city jerseys. They're becoming very uncreative with these colorways, man. It's just rehash after rehash after rehash, and let's get
that El Valle jersey, Roberto. I know you got it.
Yeah.
So
that jersey's dope. I think the Suns, City, and
that's I guess.
The 12 is dope on this. It actually is like reflective. It don't really pop out, but in person you can see it. So
it's the material on the side, the fluorescent colors on the side.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's rubber, so it's like twill, but it's like a shiny twill. You can't really see it in video, but like in person, it's almost like 3M. It's not 3M, but it kind of has that effect. And then, but this part right here, where you see like the color basically changing because it even is on. So like this part right here is all rubber. So from
it's similar to like
the side panel too rubber, like all those.
The side panel is just like a sewn-in side panel,
like a sublimation.
No, it's sublimated on, but it's an insert.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's dope because they tied in like from last year. You got like that little touch of teal, just like in the jersey. So they're on the side, on the stripes, the teal going around the numbers.
I wish Nike didn't hate fat people, because then like I'd be grabbing some stuff.
Because then even on the jock tag, if you look at it,
you're good.
You got the Phoenix Suns.
Bro,
that's
a
rubberized.
58 modern Nike jersey is like a 52, bro.
And then you got the little like logo down here as well.
I thought about getting that too, but I didn't even get the Warriors one because I was like, bro, like.
No, the Warriors one is meh.
Meh.
I mean, I'm a Dubs fan, so
I'm kind of from what I heard. My top 3 was Nets, Jazz, Suns. And Nets
Hey.
supposedly is only doing swingmans, and it looks supposedly the Jazz are only doing swingman.
No.
What
For
about
Net, the
Indiana?
Jazz, I'm not sure about Indiana. So for me, my next, like I've bumped up, I want to get I like the Spurs. I like the colorway. Everything doesn't have to be like, even though this has a lot to it, since it really centralizes like a theme, this is really like touching into the Chicano low rider roots from like the
Yeah.
Southwest region and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So this all ties in, but sometimes the simplicity is key. Everybody thinks like there needs to be like a million things to the jersey to make it work as like a city jersey. So I like the old style font that they use. I like the color that they're using. Like it's good to see a break from the Fiesta colors. Like while it is tied into them, like it's dope to see like they're kind of using something else. So
Oh, we're talking like actual like economics right now in the comments.
yeah, that's what they were saying. The reason why certain stuff is like why people aren't getting stuff. And yeah, I know like because me and my wife were waiting to get a home because of car rates and stuff like that, and then car sales aren't going well, and yeah,
It's crazy, man. Times is
trust me,
rough.
because my wife has a lot of money put in the stocks, and then certain things that for the military is put into the stocks, so she stopped putting money from her paycheck because like right now they're losing money. So trust me, but I want to get the Cavs, but I want to wait for the team shop to get it. I've seen the Cavs close up, like somebody posted like close up. I'm a Cavs fan. I like the off-centered numbers. I like the font for the numbers. The only thing like I've stated before is I wish they would get away from the land already. Like just put Cleveland or fucking Cavaliers.
Yeah.
Like
They'll do Cleveland though. They'll most likely do Cleveland. They won't do. I think that's part of the whole thing, whole city thing.
The reason why me and my wife are waiting to get a house is because my wife's in the military, so we're still kind of bouncing around. And my wife, I have a stepson. My wife's son, he's 8, turning 9. So when he hits middle school, but we already know where we want to move. It's either going to be SoCal, Vegas, which is where most of it's probably going to be, or Phoenix. We've been down to Phoenix, but we prefer like dry heat. My wife also loves San Diego. She was there 10 years. Like the first 10 years
Is
she was in the
your
Navy.
wife retiring from the military and you guys are finally able to like settle down or like
No,
that,
what my wife will basically, she has 11 years in. If
yeah.
you look at it, in March we moved, that's year 12. Year 13, she finishes school. She's going to be a nurse practitioner
Okay.
in psych. So she's going to be, like a psych nurse. She's a psych nurse now,
Yeah.
but she'll be a nurse practitioner in that field.
Okay.
So after that, she has to do a tour out of the 48 continental states. So it's going to be like Guam or Japan. And then from there, because my stepson lives with us, her son lives with us, when he like entering middle school. So we want him to be able to just finish middle school and high school. But we already have like a place where we want to go. It's Vegas, San Diego, and then we also, because we've been to Phoenix, like we like Phoenix as well.
Yeah, no, Phoenix is wicked nice. I spent like a majority of a weekend out there. It was fucking beautiful.
You can't say shit till you come out to the Bay, bro.
No, I know, because when I used to drive to Vegas because like where we lived at in San Diego was the 15. I just used to drive down the road, make a left, get on the highway, and then drive 300 and some odd miles to Las Vegas to go see my daughter or go pick her up. And at night, I prefer to drive at night because there's less people. But since it's the desert, there is no fucking lights.
Yeah, no shit. Yo, that shit was fucking scary when we drove through there, bro.
Trust me, not being in Mexico at night. See how that shit is.
So I've done the drive. The only thing is a lot of motherfuckers be flying at that time of night, but at the same time, it's so dark. you won't even be able to see a trooper if a trooper is sitting out there
Mhm.
Yeah,
waiting to catch a motherfucker flying. Because
that's
I've done
Exactly.
seen.
why you got to obey traffic stops
Because
at all
like I'll do like 80 cruise control and a motherfucker will, like so.
I'm
I done
actually
that drive a bunch.
I'm actually thinking. I feel like I have grown. I've been in Pennsylvania since like I was 13, almost 14. I was in '91, and my sister moved
Fuck,
to
you're old.
Charlotte. I moved to my sister moved to Charlotte, outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, in 2021, and my brother just moved to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, this last summer.
Yeah, not too
Uh,
far from Charlotte.
yeah, so about 45 minutes. They're 45 minutes away from each other. I'm literally looking at Winston Salem myself because
Yeah, if I were to move like either Phoenix, much like Nostalgia Boy, or fucking North Carolina, because I lived out there for like a year
yeah,
and I fucking loved it out there. It was fucking amazing, and I've always wanted to go back.
not only that, the
That's like
cost of
me.
living where I'm at is insane. Like it's we the rent apartment rentals and house rentals here are way like for an area that's not even like a major city. It's not like where we're not. I don't live in Philly. I don't live in I don't live in near a major city. Like this is like the Lehigh Valley, and it's not you know
Yeah, a
I'm
lot
paying.
of
I'm
people.
paying. When I'm paying combined with this little ass room and my storage unit, I could get a 1 bedroom apartment in freaking Winston Salem right now for the same total amount
Yeah,
between this
but that
room and
problem is because I know where you're at, Allentown, Lehigh. You got
yeah.
a lot of people that are live there and then they still work in New York City, so they're getting paid New York money, and then they don't give a fuck about the hour and a half drive home straight into Allentown up there, Bethlehem.
Or the
You
work in
know,
Philly and come back out. Come back up too.
That's like what
yeah,
people do here.
yeah. A lot of people from the Bay have made San Diego the most expensive city in America because they are getting all that money up there, and then they
But
basically.
it's San Diego. San Diego is a major city to me compared to Allentown.
Yeah, but the thing is, they got a home. What they'll do is they'll just stay in a hotel for a week, work, whatever, and then fucking it's only a few like 2 hour trip to fly back to San Diego, and then they have a home. But and they bought up so much shit, it's just made like living there crazy.
That's
Because
what
I
my
met
used to do.
Yeah.
there
No,
was, and then I met a lady like when I made some friends in Vegas. That's what she did. She had a tech job in the Bay. She'd fly out, stay at a hotel, work, and then on the weekend she flew back to Vegas. You know how much her money was fucking this long in Vegas compared to living in the motherfucking Bay.
right.
So
With the amount of money I'm making at my job right now, if I moved to a different state, I could basically be a homeowner right now. Like
Yeah.
I'd be fucking considered to be wealthy. What I'm making here in the Bay, fucking pennies,
Humble
bro.
brag.
It says does not come.
no, but for me,
I
I
mean, you
lived
got that
out.
YouTube money too, so like you chill.
I lived in Vegas for like 18 months and I love Vegas. I could care less about the strip. It's cool. The lights is all that shit.
Yeah.
uh,
Tell me,
you know,
bro.
but
Once
I
aliens
like,
come, done.
oh, like I love hike. That's one of the reasons why for us, like Phoenix, Las Vegas and like SoCal, because like where we lived at Serra Mesa area of San Diego, like 30-minute radius. There was so many different hiking trails we could go to. We like to hike, you know what I'm saying? So
I make more than minimum wage, but I'm still not making enough. I'm just saying, bro. Minimum wage here, I don't know how the fuck
I
anybody
don't
gets
listen. I
minimum
don't
wage.
make enough as an assistant manager
That's not-
here. I don't make enough like compared to like a fast food joint. Like that's the sad part. Like
You know what's
we don't
you know
get
what's
paid.
mad? What's super crazy is that Panda Express workers, people who work like in the kitchen, make like not much less than I'm making right now. That's what's crazy about that shit. And I'm I'm a supervisor, basically, like a lead. So
Yeah,
that shit to me is wild, bro. Like, what the
yeah.
fuck?
I don't get paid enough for some of the jobs I get told at work. Like, oh, we we're having issues with our Wi-Fi. I'm like, listen, I don't get paid. I barely get paid enough as an assistant manager.
You're like, I ain't
I don't even think about
Look,
doing IT shit.
That's
bring
what I
IT
say
to me.
about like where I'm at now. Like I did Amazon before. I'm like, yo, I got paid. I was telling one dude like I had to do training again. I'm like, yo, I ain't much changed in 2 years. Like the only thing that fucking changed was their dumbass driving course. They had to do all this dumb shit, and then you're supposed to go on like a 45-minute drive on the highway and through neighborhoods. And I told the trainer, I'm like, yo, I was like, I still got my old badge in my car. I was like, I know how to. I said I could drive this shit. I could drive a box truck. I said I could drive a motherfucking 26-footer with a bobtail on the back, no problem. So I was like, this van, this step van. I said this shit is child's play. I was like, this. I was like,
Sounds like me with FedEx. I could still probably get away with like driving most of the FedEx trucks outside of a trailer to this day.
No, the only thing I had to do was I had to get my stupid DOT card. I mean, I did it because it was. I'm gonna get a $2 bump in pay. So
makes sense.
I'm like, whatever. If they want me to drive this,
that.
So
I'm gonna start wrapping things up because I know it's midnight in some of you guys' areas.
Yeah, and I gotta open the store tomorrow. That's gonna be fun.
So yeah, I'm gonna cut the conversation short, man. But I want to thank everybody again this evening, man, because I know this topic was it kind of led from one rabbit hole to another. But bad habits, it's something that we all go through. I know we've all experienced it or are currently experiencing it in our lifetime, man. But if you missed the live, it's all good. Just I will make this playable so you can go back from the beginning and watch it. If you guys missed this live and you want to be a part of a future live, I do these every Wednesdays, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m.
And episodes left, son. Get in on it while you can.
Yeah.
So if you guys haven't heard by now,
this motherfucker happens.
We got 10 more episodes after I end this live stream tonight, guys. I'm only going to be doing 100 episodes. So
there's not going to be no like Christmas special. Yeah,
I'll probably
Charlie Brown Christmas.
I'll probably do like a holiday special episode in December, and then I'll do it like a Thanksgiving one before Thanksgiving. But
that one I have to watch on
I think you may be able to run all the way to New Year.
Well, so episode 100, assuming that I do one every Wednesday from now, will be like end of January. So we'll kick off the new year, have the last few episodes down, and then that's pretty much a wrap on the live streams. But if everybody
you ain't gonna do no specials, like hey, like it's like the fucking 5-year anniversary of my first lives, that type shit.
It's definitely, I don't want to give too much away, but definitely the finale is going to be one for the books.
Bro, you better have that double cheeked up golden monkey on there, bro.
I'm sure he will pop up as well as Sergeant McQuack here, so just be on the lookout for that. And also maybe potentially a giveaway. Who knows? I'm almost at 3,000 subscribers. I'm about 110 or 120 away. So, yeah, hit that subscription button, guys.
You're going to give away those fucking 85 Jordans?
Bro, what the fuck? What are you doing here? What is this?
I'm trying to build up interest. Someone's gonna walk away with a pair of 85 Jordans, bro.
I never fucking said that, bro.
I was gonna say, go back to Target and get that Ultimate Edition rock and give it away.
No, you're over promising, bro. Maybe I'll watch AEW. How about that? So,
yo, we'll just live stream AEW, bro. Let's go.
Yeah, that's an
easy way to get them
on. The Big Show came back.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Big Show is back in What the fuck, bro? He's like way.
No, but the clip I seen, it showed him walking, but it made it sound like he was old and rusty. As he was walking onto the fucking.
He forgot to get WD-40 on his knees. That's what it was.
Yeah, what's funny though? He's probably in the best shape he's been in like since WCW.
No,
like
I know.
physically.
Nah, but
Dude, when he was
the way he
staring-
walked in, I'm like, his legs is really.
the ruthless aggression days, he was like 500 pounds, like no
Dude,
fucking
the way
joke. That was fucking crazy.
to concur with Nostalgia Boy. Yeah, he walks like I do when I get out of bed in the morning. It was not good at all. Like that entrance was like
You leave that man alone, okay?
You
leave that man alone.
I met him.
Hey.
Shout out to Paul. Okay, I met him in real life. Super humble dude, and I was wearing my black cement 3, so you know.
Not only that, Sting's last match is next year.
All right, we'll save these conversations for a wrestling live, guys. So I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you guys. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.
All right, peace out.
Peace.